Welcome back into the press box. I'm your boy Gino. To my left, I got Yanni.
Yo, yo.
To my right, I got Seto.
What's up, man?
And to his right, we got a special guest. It's my little brother, Grayson.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome, Grayson. Round of applause.
Long time listener, too. Appreciate it.
He probably won't be talking much during the football part, but we're going to talk about wrestling later on. So
And
Yeah,
he's our consultant.
We have a
consigliere.
limited time limit here.
You're wise, man.
If you think about it.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. Unlimited, bro. We could be going for 5 hours,
No,
6
no,
hours.
I have to work later.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now we'll get into some of the football stuff. I mean, obviously it's the off season, but this is kind of the starting to get into the peak part of the off season from now all the way up until the countdown to the draft, basically.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much. I know that on the docket here soon, we are going to have we're going to try and have two, for the press box, for parts of it, we're going to have WrestleMania episodes.
yeah.
Part of it. So
Yeah.
Grayson will be joining us for those as well.
I don't know if you talked to you about it, but we were talking about doing a pod for at least one of the nights of WrestleMania, right?
Saturday.
We'll say that Saturday one, yeah, for sure.
Well-
I mean, we can see how it ends up playing out, like the card or whatever.
Well, I was even thinking like if we just live event on YouTube or whatever.
But that's still a pod.
Well, I mean it is, but we're not uploading it on here. That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
kill me, bro.
why?
It's the same concept. This is just live, dude.
I don't know
It's
about
just
that.
live.
We got the Tennessee and Auburn game going right now. It's actually the semifinal for the
I
SEC.
think I fucked up.
Yeah, we know. Usually that's what happens. So, no, they're both really good teams in this tournament. March Madness is upon us as well. So
Yeah, the
anybody who
SEC
follows college basketball, they'll be into that realm of it.
Yeah, no, I got Auburn by 4.5 in this game, so it'll be an interesting watch.
Okay,
Weird. I got Tennessee by 20.
I don't know
That's
about
what we
20, dude. That's a lot of points.
That's what you said about the Super Bowl, too.
That is very true.
Dude, I'm all talking all this shit about myself. I'm like, dude, I fucking didn't see it coming. And then you're like, yeah, you said you had the Eagles by 17. I'm like, oh fuck, word. I'm like, all right, yeah. Got to quit partaking before the podcast. What I was thinking is I mean, obviously with free agency, let me pull the link.
With free agency
2025.
comes a lot of bullshit.
There was a lot of stuff that happened, dude.
Yeah.
In this last week. Obviously, like, we had our intro to just kind of talking about what we want to talk about, but, I mean, Cooper Kupp went to the Seahawks.
Crazy.
DK got traded to the Steelers.
Crazy.
Underrated pickup, I would say, is Becton to the Chargers. Okay. But you guys also got Javonte Williams.
And Miles Sanders.
So you guys are revamping your running back room. I wouldn't say you're getting younger, obviously, because Zeke isn't.
Yeah, I still want them to draft a running back.
Even with all the depth that you guys have, because
Well,
Rico
they
Dowdle
only signed. No, Rico Dowdle signed with the Panthers.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
So we just have Javonte, Miles Sanders, and I think Deuce Vaughn's still on there.
Well, Dowdle,
I see why you would want to draft a running
And
back.
I think
then.
they only signed both of those guys to 1-year deals. So.
Yep. Okay.
Dowdle and Chuba Hubbard. That's going to be interesting because I mean,
That's gonna be a good backfield.
well, Jonathan Brooks
Yeah, and
is a
Jonathan
big
Brooks.
investment, but his knee's blown out again. So I don't know if is he going to be ready for.
Dude. He'll probably be ready to play next year, but
Nah, he'll probably miss at least half the year.
no. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess. Do you
I don't
heal?
know how severe. I don't know how bad he blew his knee out. So I don't
Wasn't it
know.
the same knee that he was already recovering on?
Yeah. And those are the ones. Those are the ones that you got to take a little bit of extra time. Clearly, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Well, it sucks, dude, because like these guys try to rush back because obviously they're trying to make their money or whatever. But it's like sometimes, bro, you need to just kind of like if I was Jonathan Brooks, like, look, I'll just sit out my whole rookie year, get completely healthy because then you have the whole offseason to get healthy.
Well, you look
plus
at
the
it,
season
yeah.
and then the offseason again.
What are the Panthers playing for? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
That's
it's
what
like,
I'm saying.
dude,
Why
if I
rush
got
back, dude?
If I got a red shirt, I'm red shirt, dude. That's what makes the whole JJ McCarthy thing kind of fascinating. Is like,
Exactly.
you know, because truthfully, this makes a lot of sense. I didn't think about it until I seen it. I don't know if it was Ryan Clark or somebody on ESPN that was saying it is nobody outside of the Minnesota brass and team know what JJ McCarthy is.
Exactly.
Like,
Because there's no tape, dude.
Well, I mean, we can go off the assumption of how good he was with the national championship team. You know, like
Yep.
which is a big thing. I mean, dude, like what are they? They're 16-0 or whatever. So I mean, you didn't really have to throw the ball much. But
weren't they saying he was like lighting it up in training camp last year?
well, yeah, tearing it up. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of the same thing with when who was the quarterback the year before? Not Caleb. What was the quarterback class the year before?
Stroud and Bryce Young.
When well, there's Stroud. They were saying like because I was higher on Bryce Young, like I was telling you guys, but they were saying Stroud in training camp. That's where he kind of like they were like, okay,
turned it up.
I think he's got this thing. So with JJ McCarthy, it'll be interesting. Speaking of that, where Aaron Rodgers before we went live, it said it's down to the Steelers and Giants, and the Vikings are loosely involved. So I mean, they're kind of there, but I mean,
he would complete the story if he goes to the Vikings.
It would. This would be a simulation.
Be
They're gonna finish their story like Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, dude,
for
finish the
real.
story, dude.
No, I think we were talking about it a little bit. I would, if I'm A-Rod, I'm gonna go to the Steelers, bro. You would go to a team that can semi kind of make the playoffs. They obviously haven't won a playoff game in X amount of years.
Yeah,
But Tomlin is a good head coach. They're just mediocre as fuck. For a 500 team, they're mediocre.
this is a big year for Mike Tomlin.
Like, if
'Cause
he doesn't
I'm
do
a Tomlin
anything,
homer, bro.
even if he goes 500 or keeps his streak alive, I think you have to be like, dude, what are we doing?
Well, we were kind of literally talking just a little bit ago about it. Is that like they're riding the coattails of what they've done in the past,
Exactly.
and the dominance they've had in the past. But if you break down the last 10 years, would you say?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't even really remember the last time the Steelers were in like even the AFC Championship game. Now that I'm thinking about it, it has to be over 10
been a
years
fat
ago.
minute, bro.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So if with Mike Tomlin, I think he's one of the best coaches of our generation. I think a lot of people. There's also the flip side where a lot of people think that he's very overrated, and I seem to think that.
but-
Yeah, I seem to think. I tend to think that he's got it down, bro. People love to play for him. That obviously speaks a lot. But this year, if they don't do anything, I mean, what are they going to do at quarterback? I mean, at this point, what do they do? Trade up for Shador? Hope Shador falls, or take Jackson Dart?
I think they were dumb. They should have kept Justin Fields.
I would have signed Justin Fields last year. I would have signed him to see him like, hey, bro, what do you think about a 2-year extension? What do you think about 2 years, especially if they were out on Russ when they were thinking they were out on Russ? You know what I'm saying? He's an interesting piece too because they're the interest with him going to Cleveland, and
Fucking Cleveland.
they got
dude.
Kenny Pickett.
Damn, Pittsburgh was in with 2017 against the Patriots.
Oh wow!
So
yeah,
it's recent. It's like
about
almost 10 years,
ago.
yeah. I think that might have been like their last playoff run, dude. To where I don't think they've won a playoff game in X amount of
They
years.
They probably haven't won a playoff game since then because it's been a minute.
Well, because even Roethlisberger's last season, he played against the Chiefs, fucking week 1 in the playoffs.
We got smoked.
Fucking buzzsaw, dude.
Yeah, got smoked. But yeah, no, some of the kind of the free agency, this little free agency tracker here. Devontae Adams signed a 2-year, $46 million deal with the Rams.
Dude,
after
they're-
the release with the Jets.
I really thought they were gonna like do like a release sign kind of thing with Cooper Kupp, just bring him back for a cheaper deal. But obviously he goes to the Seahawks. But dude, I think the Rams could still do something, bro.
Yeah, I think that's so dumb to cut Cooper Kupp and then sign Devontae Adams.
You could have had like a legit.
Dude, if those
three-headed
three
monster.
together, oh my gosh! Even I mean, Devontae and Cooper Kupp are both older, but
Well,
still,
you
you
also-
have
yeah,
you have
you-
White
yeah.
or Thunder with fucking Puka Nakua, bro.
Well, Puka and Cup. I mean, we never really got to see.
They've always been hurt, dude.
There's always been one's hurt, one of the other one's not. Like, so then if you were to throw Devontae Adams in that, I mean, they just paid Matt, so
Yup.
that makes a lot of sense too. You know what I'm saying? But with the money that you have to pay that guy, I would understand where it's like they just traded. What was it? Austin Jackson, or who's the tackle? They just traded him to the Bears.
Jonah Jackson.
Jonah Jackson, or was it Jonah Jackson?
Yeah, he went to the Bears. They traded him.
Okay, I thought it was the right tackle. Shit, I'm tripping.
Bears
No,
blowing
he's
that
a
lineup,
guard.
bro.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah, for sure.
But with,
I
with
think
Devontae,
I think the Rams
let's
are.
rate these. Let's rate these signings as we go through. 'Cause
I'm gonna say-
there's a grip of them, but
I'll say that's a B plus
Damn,
because
I'd say about a
because
B.
Devontae is still Devontae, bro. He's just a diva like every other receiver, bro.
Hey, we got a 3rd-round pick for him, so
That's what I'm saying. You guys fleeced it, dude.
Well, dude, we basically turned that in. We didn't take that money hit.
Yup.
We got the high pick in the 3rd round, and we flipped that for Geno Smith.
Yup.
And people were like, "Oh, I was thinking about it. I'm not as high on it as a lot of people with that, but it's better than the other options that we had.
Where you didn't get anything for him.
And it's good for Devontae too, because bro, the quarterbacks that he could say he's played with, just the two. Or I mean, Derek Carr, whatever. I mean, you could say whatever you want.
Don't put Derek Carr in that.
Well, no,
list of those
I'm
two.
saying as a good quarterback, I mean, you can
Yeah.
say whatever you want. Like they obviously have chemistry there, and they kind of balled out together. He had numbers at least.
Oh, yeah,
But
for
Matt
sure.
Stafford and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, dude, Matt Stafford still got some gas in the tank. Like,
they played the best against us in the playoffs, dude. Out of all the teams that we played,
just the only thing,
Yeah.
the only reason where you guys dominated them in that aspect was the front. Their defensive line is just
and then they
big.
just traded away one of their offensive linemen too. So I mean, Sean McVay knows how to draft. Let's be real.
That's what I was gonna say, bro. Is with letting Cooper Kupp go or whatever. It's like if there's only a few teams where you can't really question a trade or a release until you see what they replace it with.
Exactly.
And honestly, it could be a fucking 4th-round guy, and they come in and they're just
Look where they drafted Puka Nacua.
yeah.
He's like a 5th or 6th round pick. I'm pretty, or 4th round or something. He was a day 3 pick. I'm pretty sure, but.
You know, then that one video, he's the one that was like, bro,
This is the guy we need.
Puka. Like,
Yeah,
draft
bro.
Puka Nacua. And I think the Rams, as long as Sean McVay's there, and there's that,
They'll be contenders.
There's
bro.
the contingency with the front office down to Sean McVay, and McVay has not too much of a say, but he has a lot of input, we'll say. I think the Rams will be all right.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
they'll
for sure.
And especially with the way the NFC West is kind of shaping up. I mean,
It's not a good division. No
Arizona's
more, really,
kind
dude.
of that weird team where it's like, is Kyler Murray going to take that next step?
They were talking about trading him.
I mean, he's either got to have a change of scenery, or he's got to have a year where it's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right,
I got to put down the video games.
Yeah,
I got to fucking
yeah.
get crazy.
And I mean, we'll see. I mean, Seattle. I think Seattle with Sam Darnold. We'll get into that. Obviously, Sam Darnold. I think this is the next one actually. Sam Darnold signed a 3-year, $100 million deal.
I don't think we didn't bring up him going to Seattle at all, huh?
Well, we don't.
Well, no, I'm saying like the teams that we were like, oh, he could go here, he could go there, but I don't think we even brought up Seattle.
Well, they had Geno.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I didn't see them trading him like that.
I didn't see Geno even
Exactly. I
being
didn't
in the
think so either.
conversation to be released. The one thing I will say about the Seahawks with this is you don't necessarily. I would say Geno Smith to Sam Darnold is a lateral move. Like I wouldn't say.
They got about almost 10 years younger.
Yeah,
though.
I don't think they downgrade. I don't think they necessarily upgraded. I would say if they win the trade, they win that in the sense that Sam Darnold's got his best years of football ahead of him in a way.
And they got him on a good deal, dude.
And then also, if you think about it too, because I was going to bring this up to you guys, is if you're the Seahawks, it's you kind of are not like happy that he got fucking his face kicked in the last 2 critical games of the season. But it's also like, I mean, maybe he just needed to get that out, just like he needed to get out those kinks when he was sucking ass.
I
you know?
agree.
Then he goes, and I mean, I don't know, I can't remember who their OC is now. They just got what was
Is it Kubiak?
Is it from the Texans? Clint Kubiak? Is it him?
I think so.
Because they got rid of homeboy that was UW's offensive coordinator for
I know that
national
they're
championship run.
I thought their head coach was pretty good, dude.
He's young.
He's
and
the
he's
DC.
defensive minded.
He was
bro.
the DC from fucking the Ravens, right?
Michigan. He was at Michigan.
Is his name like Mike McDonald?
Mike McDonald.
Yeah.
Yeah, he built up Michigan's defense in college. The Harbaugh connection. It's like
Yep.
John's like, hey Jim, it's cool if I get your boy. It's like, yeah, bro, yeah, because you want to see your coaches, go up,
Succeed,
and
bro, of
succeed,
course.
And then you go from the DC job with one of the best defenses that have been in football that we can remember. I mean, they always have a stout defense.
Yep.
And you go to Seattle, and what do? Draft interior defensive line. They just signed DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yep.
I'm always going to be a D-Law homer just because he's Boise State. I think the way that he handled that interview is a little corny, to be completely
All
honest.
that shit with him and Micah, bro.
Well, I don't get what you gain from that. Like, why would you go out and I know I'm not going to win a Super Bowl there? It's like,
I mean,
Well, that kind of makes it kind
Are
of.
you gonna win a Super Bowl in Seattle? Though?
That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't get that. I don't see the reasoning behind that. But the Seahawks, I mean, since we'll kind of just hit on the Seahawks, I guess, with
it's
what
like
they're doing.
You're gonna leave a team that makes the playoffs at least like every other year for a team that. When was the last time the Seahawks made the last year or the year before?
Well, they're the first 10-win team in the NFL history to not make a playoff game.
Was that last year?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, imagine that. Imagine being a 10-win football team and you're not in the postseason. That's tough.
I mean, that's still
tough.
good though in your first season,
Yeah.
like because obviously,
Well,
like
you're hanging your hat on it if you're the coach,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
because it's like, dude, like they
It's more motivation.
did
Yeah.
they do you obviously every team expects like we're gonna go try and win the Super Bowl this year. Every team has to think like that,
As soon as the league year starts, March 12th, that's the
unless you're the fucking Browns
the-
or fucking
the Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, hey, like let's get a few wins first. You know what I mean? But the
Well,
Seahawks
we're not even talking about the fucking thing with the Seahawks, bro. They traded fucking DK.
Yeah,
That's what it
that is
was.
true,
That's what
yeah.
it was.
I don't know if it's like disgruntled with the Seahawks or they're trying to just get younger. Maybe JSN, he was getting held back. You know what I mean? But I think like I don't know. They
The
even
numbers-
I think
numbers-
it's-
Go
DK was probably disgruntled. Lockett was older.
they obviously released Tyler Lockett too.
But you got to move. You got to move on at some point.
JSN
Yeah,
was just sitting there because this is going into his third year now.
Or,
Yeah.
the third year. Yep.
He had a good year last year though.
Well, he tore it up. He really
Yeah.
did. And I mean,
Well,
if
wasn't Tyler Lockett or DK out like?
Tyler Lockett was
most of the
out for a
year?
little bit. I think DK was
Yeah.
he was hurt a little
Dude,
bit last year.
every game we watched, he was going out.
yeah,
he was
going
getting
out,
hit
yeah.
and fucking. Oh, I'm fucking my elbow hurts.
His thing is he's just like I just think at that level we kind of talked about it where you see that big fucker coming across the middle, bro, and you like to hit somebody, dude. You're gonna try to clean him.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna try to clean
until you
him.
run into him and then
Until
he's standing there.
Yeah,
he's
so it's
like, "You're trying to hit me."
well, you don't want let me bang, bro. Let me bang.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I get that.
No, I think the Seahawks are going to be an interesting spot. I mean, you go from what DK, Lockett, JSN, so you have older guy relatively starting to get to the older side, maybe in his prime, DK, and then JSN is the
they
young
brought in
guy.
Cooper Kupp, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you kind of just flip flop it where it's like now you got a guy JSN where you think he's maybe entering his prime.
Yo.
Takes DK's spot. Then you got an older guy that takes Lockett. And I think Kupp's still got plenty of time.
Oh yeah,
I think Cooper Kupp.
I think he's got at least 3 or 4 years, bro.
Yeah,
at
Plus,
least.
he'll be a good mentor. He's a Super
Dude,
Bowl MVP.
him and a triple crown, bro. People forget about
they
that
could still
shit.
even draft a receiver.
Yup.
Like we're forgetting
In the first
that.
round?
Oh, dude, they could.
Because
McMillan, Ted
Cooper
McMillan,
Cooper Kupp is still he's gonna be their slot receiver.
he's getting 1,000 yards.
Yeah, he's gonna be their slot, bro. But if you have the 2 young guys on the outside, who you gonna fucking double up?
Yeah, yeah.
Cooper, are you gonna double up Cooper Kupp or JSN?
And I would tend to think that now Cooper Kupp's probably going to get more one-on-one looks, bro.
Yeah,
I really
for
feel
real.
that way because, I mean, and it's say hypothetically, let's say the Seahawks. Because they're interesting because I didn't really see this coming. This turnover shit, like just changing everything. Sam Darnold, we know what he can do with weapons around him. So I think if you're the Seahawks, I think you really do think about taking a receiver. Or even a tight end. Maybe they take Loveland. I don't even know who they got. Noah Fant. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
No, I'm serious. Hey, I'm serious. Noah Fant. All right, middle of the pack type guy. But if they traded up for a Tyler Warren or they got Colston Loveland, they'd be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see what they could do because I think that division's wide open because the juggernaut for those many years was either the Rams or the Niners, and I think the Rams right now are probably on the come up of being the top team going into next year. You'd probably say that they're the favorite to take the division.
The Rams won the division, right? Because they were the only team that came out of that division.
Well, because the Niners were just fucking a hospital bed team, dude. Everybody was hurt, man.
Well, now everybody left that team too,
Yeah.
bro.
Getting into some of these other signings, Joey Bosa signed a 1-year, $12 million deal with the Bills. He was released by the Chargers earlier this month.
Yep. I thought he was going to go to the Niners, dude.
I don't understand how the fuck they fumbled that. Which that comes down to the maybe John Lynch being like, I don't want to put money.
Well, it probably comes down to them
Yeah.
not having any fucking cap room.
Well, they're not that bad right now.
But even though, dude, it's like
they were compared to what they were.
Well, they still got to
earlier
re-sign
on.
Purdy.
Well, no, they got.
They're even talking
because they're talking about trading Ayuk, so that would release that money that they just kind of put on that. I don't know how much money they'd have to take from that, but I thought Joey would have that, especially that type of deal, bro. How the fuck?
It's like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
why
why
wouldn't
wouldn't you do
Nick be like, hey, bro, I'll throw you a few mil. Fucking keep you
under
fucking
the table, I'd be like,
Yeah.
hey, dog, you just sign whatever you want on paper. How much you want?
fucking vet minimum. Why not? Why not
I'll
go
Venmo
play
you whatever.
Yeah, why not play with your brother, bro? That's my
Yeah.
thought process. Like whenever JJ didn't want to go to the Steelers, he had a good reasoning with it because he said on the interview with Pat,
He didn't want to
McAfee,
take his money, bro.
Didn't want to
Yeah,
take his
didn't wanna
money.
take
So I
his
mean, I
money.
was like, okay, I get that, but it's like let him sign his deal and then go
Yeah.
for the vet minimum.
If I was in a situation like, say, like you were on a team or something, and I'm like, I got an opportunity to go play with my boy, I'm gonna be like, how's your deal? Like, are you coming up on a spot where you're gonna get paid? I wouldn't want to take away from that.
no,
either, you know what I'm
I
saying?
completely
wouldn't
agree.
wanna
But
take
Nick's
away
already
from him.
paid, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Why wouldn't you take a vet
Well, I
minimum?
mean,
bro?
he was paid. They guess they just paid him, didn't they? Didn't they just sign him to that
It was
extension?
like a year,
2 years ago?
year or two, yeah, something like that. Right? It was the year they went to the Super Bowl, so 2 years ago.
I like Joey Bosa going there for one reason is they're gonna rotate a lot of guys. He's not gonna be.
He's going to be a rotation piece too,
there
man.
for a minute. The Chargers were kind of thin in their rotation. Like he was really. I mean, Khalil Mack and him on that was still they were.
That's a different level, bro.
Well, they did good, bro. Like when they were on the field together, bro.
Yep.
Those two really did solid.
Well, it's
you
like
know?
who you going to double?
Yeah, and I think they're in that same situation, dude. I
Oh,
mean,
hey, it just said Kyle Juszczyk went back to the Niners.
Yo, I
Kyle
saw they
Juszczyk got signed?
resigned
Right
there.
on. No, I like what Buffalo did. We kind of talk about that.
Well, they also got rid of Von Miller too.
Yeah.
But they could bring him back because there was talks about bringing him back for the vet minimum.
Yeah.
There was talks about that. I
Well,
seen.
fuck, he
Well,
signed
yeah,
like
'cause
a
that
fucking
contract he signed
$200 million
was like
deal.
big as
Six
shit.
was like 6 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Or 5 years or some shit. It's like,
Stupid.
dog, you could be there that long, dude. Like, what the fuck? They paid him the bag, and I like the idea of them maybe even drafting another defensive lineman later on in the draft.
Yo,
Or an offensive lineman because they got weapons. I mean, shout out Khalil Shakir, Boise State represent. He got paid.
Got a contract.
You know, they paid.
well, he got
him.
like $15 million a year, right? 345.
And I didn't know
three over
this.
45.
Amari Cooper was literally a rental last year. He was just a playoff rental, bro.
Yep.
I thought he was on a deal. I didn't think he had an
Yeah, I need
expiring
him to-
contract.
I need him to come back to the Cowboys.
I could see it. I think he needs to go somewhere where. Oh, also Stephon Diggs and Geno Smith were thrown together the other day. I was all, damn.
Diggs to the fucking Seahawks.
Diggs to the Raiders, dude.
Oh, Gino,
Where you been?
Hey,
yeah, I'm
where
like
you
I'm not.
been?
I haven't even been on the
want,
pod.
Get with the program.
You want Trayvon Diggs too, or what?
No.
I saw they were talking about trading him too.
No, they're
Third
talking
round
about
pick.
cutting him, bro.
Third round pick.
There was talks about. I was going to ask you about that. There was a thing I seen. They were saying they were going to cut him.
Damn.
That is diabolical, bro. He can't be that bad. You know what I'm saying?
don't know.
Well, you guys are in that position where it's like, dude, like it's getting a little gritty.
Well, you
over there,
guys,
man.
you guys got all this cap space that you cleared up, and then like I thought you guys were gonna make a splash. Yeah, I really did, or I thought you guys were gonna get somebody, bro. You know what I mean?
They were making moves.
No, I mean, I know you're making moves, but
you cleared up all the cap, and then didn't you end up going most of that going to CeeDee Lamb, or was this post the CeeDee Lamb deal?
this was after him
This
and
was
Dak
just like
restructured.
This month they restructured like recently. They restructured Dak's new deal and they restructured.
Oh, I didn't
CeeDee's
know
new
that.
deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
they restructured both.
of them and opened up like 56 million cap.
That's what you need to do.
I don't
Boom.
know. I
Boom.
thought
Shout
that
out Dak
Parsons
Prescott,
deal was
CeeDee
good.
Lamb, bro.
Dude, with Myles Garrett signing that deal, it fucked Jerry Jones for fucking re-signing
Thank you.
fucking
Thank
Micah
you.
Parsons.
That puts him in a
because what he's making
spot.
$40 million a year now,
That's why I'm glad we signed Max Crosby before that deal got done.
and then he got an extra $4.5 a year.
Well, and it's like that little amount though in the scheme of having not a lot of cap space.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about like a couple good spots to fill for depth, bro.
So Myles Garrett proved that this thing about players, where because he was saying he wanted out of Cleveland because
The money doesn't
win a
matter.
Super Bowl there or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
He doesn't care about money. He wants to win a championship. It's not about retiring in Cleveland. But then I read this saying, and it's like, it says championships are nice, but money's nicer.
Yeah. I see now, especially nowadays, bro. Like back in the day, I feel like you could say some shit and it wouldn't linger. But now with social media, dog, you just
Everything's
fucking
documented,
stupid.
bro.
And especially for a guy to be that talented, and if
Just
like
fucking wither away over there.
bro, and it's just like Joe Thomas, bro.
Yep.
Like To an extent, loyalty, I respect. I get it, bro. But when
But
you're
at a certain point, it's like, dude.
Well, for
we're
him,
talking, we're not talking about a mid-level guy, bro. We're talking about a guy that's arguably
The top
a
of that
10
position.
player, no top 10
Yeah,
player talent, bro.
Yeah.
A freak, bro. And you're not the second best team. Like Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, they're not going anywhere. Those two are going to be in that division for a minute. So you're already uphill. You're already going to be going uphill that way. And then if the Steelers figure out the quarterback situation, I would bet money the Steelers figure out the quarterback situation before Cleveland. History
even
just
without the
proves it.
quarterback situation being fixed, they
Yeah,
always
yeah,
finish
exactly.
like 500
Yeah.
at least.
So you know
with Mason Rudolph.
you know it's an uphill battle the moment the season starts. Like
Yep.
you're in the gutter, bro. Like it's just, and that's why the whole Joe Thomas thing. I used to tell people all the time, like, bro, if I was Joe fucking Thomas, dude, why I'm asking for a trade to a contender.
Or cut me, dude.
Or cut me, bro. And I don't give a fuck. I want to go somewhere to win because I already did what I could do with this team. Like Joe Thomas was talking about not knowing who the quarterback was going to be for a couple of the games.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I'd be pissed, dude.
Dude, imagine being one of the best, and then now they got one of the best with fucking Myles Garrett, and he's doing the same thing. It's unfortunate.
I was very bummed out when I saw that he signed a deal. I was like, "Fuck." Well, there's a chance of him coming to the Eagles.
Well,
so
you look, you
wasn't
know
coming to
who
the
else
Eagles
is kind of,
anyways.
you know who's
It's
licking
a
their
pipe
chops
dream.
though. Who's not going to get Myles Garrett money, but who's going to get some cash is Trey Hendrickson.
Yep.
Now with how the market's going, dude, that fool.
the Bengals ain't gonna pay him, bro.
Oh, there's no way in hell. No, especially if they're that close to the CD Lamb, T. Higgins deal. I mean, we could kind of get into that too, I guess, because that's the next one. So this is kind of working out perfect. T. Higgins franchise tag for $26 million.
Yeah.
The extension's coming though, so it's supposedly Jamar. They're gonna get Jamar first, then T. Higgins. But Joe Burrow's contract restructure that's supposed to come out soon.
So okay, so whenever they signed the deal, did he sign it? Right, the franchise tag.
I think you have. I think you. What is it called? It's
like a tender or
non-excluding, non-negotiable franchise tag.
Gotcha.
Is I'm pretty sure the first year because Trey Smith just had it happen with the Chiefs. The
Well,
franchise tag
this
is
the
the
second
dumbest.
year,
Yeah.
second year in a row.
Yeah, so I don't know if he can if he has leverage to like hold out to sign that without the extension. So I don't know. I don't know the details on that.
Well, so I'm thinking, so if he were to sign it, right? So it's 26.8. You said
26 mil.
okay, but then he signs. Say he gets a 4-year deal, say 33 mil. Does that turn into a 5-year deal with the franchise tag?
I think that just avoids
The franchise tag gets voided out. Okay,
I think so.
I didn't know if like, oh, hey, you're gonna make 26 this year, and then after that, you're making X amount of dollars each year. So
I mean, that would.
Well, it could work out that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I don't know how it all works.
I never
so.
thought about that. I never thought about that. I
Like
wonder,
so it could either be like an extension after the franchise tag starting the next year, or it could be like a restructure of the franchise tag into a longer contract.
Well, if you're T. Higgins, dude, I would be like, yeah, fucking pay me the 26 mil this year, and
Fully
let's-
guaranteed,
yeah,
bro.
And then let's extend it after. Like,
Yeah,
let's
that's
just-
what I'm
like-
thinking. Why not, dude?
And
That's still a lot of
get-
money, bro.
Like
That's
it was
still
like,
a lot of
it was
money.
like T. Higgins' family or his mom, whatever, had put a post like let my son free or leave, like free or whatever the fuck, like let him go get his bag or whatever. And it's like, dude, like the Bengals are in a situation if they can pull this off where they legit got 1A, 1B. Like we
Yeah,
hear that
bro.
all the time with a lot of guys, but like. To have a Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, because I fully believe if T. Higgins was on another team.
Well, we saw it last year in the last part of the season,
The
dude.
second half of the season, bro, nobody in the league would want to play them in the playoffs.
Fuck no, dude.
Nobody would want to run into them, bro. Like I feel like even like if for like I feel like you might. I feel like for you as an Eagle fan, you guys were probably the juggernaut the whole time, but. It's just kind of like
Not early in the season.
well, it's
though.
kind of like fuck, dude. If it's like if we ran into the Bengals, that Bengals team versus the Chiefs team that you guys got, I feel like it would have been a different kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
Well, they don't have a defense though.
true, and they can't. Yeah,
Their offense literally has to put up 40 points a game, dude.
Well, you know what else is this puts you in is if you're the Bengals front office, bro, and you're like, dude, we're throwing this money at T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. We have to ace the draft. We're betting one of our 4th round picks is going to be a starter.
I
know what I'm
would
saying?
I would even say that they have to maybe take 1 to 2 linemen, and then the rest of their draft is defense, bro.
Hey, hear me out. Is with how deep the interior offensive line class is, they could get away with taking 3 fools, bro. They could get away with taking 3
I mean,
fools.
Obviously
because I don't know if they signed any offensive linemen.
I don't know.
You know what, dude? They still got Orlando and Trent offensive tackles.
Don't they have no, that was the... Didn't they draft an offensive tackle last year?
Amarius Mims. Yeah, they did. Yeah, They drafted Amarius Mims.
Why don't they
That's a good
kick
point.
one of them into guard, dude?
Well, because they paid a bag. Orlando Brown is your left tackle. They got him for a minute.
Yeah,
I think
so
they're signed.
get him that
I would
other...
put Mims at left guard.
Yeah, bro.
build that left
Do the
side
same
up.
shit with Becton, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to think though too is
Well, because Trent Brown, like, he's a good right tackle, bro. When he's healthy, that fool's cold. Bro,
I get having your first round pick and picking in the first round, but why not trade back with a different team and get assets, bro? Like you can even trade back later. Say it's just say the Eagles like,
What are they
hey,
picking 17th, something like
I
that.
think
They're
so.
like in that realm.
But
Okay.
it's like, why not trade back to one of the last picks of the first round?
Or-
Get like a
or-
second and get like a fifth or a sixth or something like that, bro. And then just like, okay, I got some extra draft picks. Let's stock up on the defense, bro.
Howie Roseman gets a call. Is Cincinnati. We got Trey Hendrickson for that 32nd pick
All day.
and a fourth next year.
All day.
100%, right?
Because that first is gonna be like, fuck, dude, you get the 5th year option out of it. That's pretty much what it is for a
Well,
32nd
say
pick.
that's hypothetical. They end up with the 32nd for the Hendrickson to Eagles trade, whatever, right? They'd have pick 17. You got to probably take a defensive tackle with how depleted
Or a D end.
you got to take one of the best defensive line. We'll say best defensive
Yep.
lineman. And that second kind of pick comes around, and why not take a fucking corner or take a safety? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like you can build up, and they're in an interesting spot just in general because that defense is going to be young, bro. That's going to
For
be
the next few years.
that's gonna be a
Pretty much
really
every
young
year,
defense.
dude.
And who knows if they can draft right and they can hit on defense, it could be we'd look back and be like, bro, remember when the Bengals were fucking dog shit on defense? You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Well, dude, they could if they had a good way to draft, bro. They would be like the Chiefs if you think about it, dude. The Chiefs always had a good defense, or always do, but they supplement a lot of their defense
Through
by the draft,
Yeah,
bro.
and
Like they're letting
they'll let
guys walk. Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
That's what's crazy, bro. Someone said that is they're one of the teams. I think it's like the Chiefs, Eagles, Ravens, and the Steelers draft all right. Even I mean, they're the Rams. Those are just teams that you're gonna know are gonna go into the draft and probably hit on majority of the picks. You just assume.
I would say at least 75% of them.
you just
dude.
assume because
Not
you
every
know,
draft pick though is gonna be a guy, dude.
Imagine every draft 1 through 7, you get a starter. And
Every team,
every
dude,
year
that'd be crazy.
you're winning rings, dog. You're winning rings if you draft like that, man.
Well, what's that face for, fool?
What?
You're just sitting there like fuck, I'm fucking pissed off right now.
Well, a couple of Eagles ended up signing. Speaking of Philly, Josh Sweat,
Yep.
4 years,
To the Cardinals.
$76 million deal, reuniting with Gannon, huh?
Unfortunately,
With the Cardinals, huh?
How-
And then Milton Williams, 25 years old, 4 year, $104 million.
he got the bag, dude.
The third defensive tackle for the fucking Eagles got $104 million. What does that say about Jalen Carter's extension when he gets paid?
He's about to get fucking. He's probably gonna get
highest
Miles
paid
Garrett
defensive
money.
tackle.
Probably highest paid non-quarterback.
Bankrupt the Eagles.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude. Howie's like fucking. Oh my god. He's like, we overpaid everybody. It's like just fucking first NFL franchise is bankrupt.
I'm not too worried about it, bro. They've always made the cap work in their favor.
Get it figured out.
The void years,
Yeah.
I think with us having all the Georgia boys, dude, I think they all just want to keep playing together. And in my head, I'm like, fuck, dude. They went to college together. Now they're all on the same team playing. Why the fuck not?
What's
Why
the
would-
perfect example is there's no negotiation for Milton or Josh Sweat. You guys are like, just go get your bag, bro.
Yeah,
Go
pretty.
get your
We
bag.
couldn't pay him.
Yeah, we're going over here, and that's the name of the game.
But I mean, if you think about it, we lost. I mean, we traded away Garner Johnson for fucking. We got a guard. Who was it though? Kenyon Green from the Texans. So I mean, we got rid of a safety. Got rid of, or we let
Oh,
Milton
you
and
signed
Josh.
Zach Bond though. You
Yeah, we
were able to
re-signed him.
re-sign Zach
It's
Bond.
like $17 million a year, I think, or something like that.
Oh, you fools fucking signed Osa Digizua too.
Yeah.
Damn,
20
that's
mil.
a good one, bro. That's a good one. The one I wanted to talk about, because we like line play, the Bears. We kind of hit on it a little bit. They signed Drew Dahlman, 3 years, $42 million. Supposedly he's, I mean, I'm not going to act like I know who Drew Dahlman is. You know what I mean?
Hey, Ben Johnson is not gonna let the Bears
have
offensive
you
line.
seen the press conference of him just recently after they did a side by side of when he got hired to now, bro. That fool looks like he hasn't slept 1 hour.
For real?
Oh, bro, it's crazy, dude. And I think he got there. It was like that Matthew McConaughey meme. He's like, Detroit to this. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, fuck, dude, we got to build this shit up, man. I like what they're doing. I think if you're a Bears fan, you should have a little bit of hope. You get 3 right off the bat. You got 3. You trade for Joe Tooney.
That was their worst part of their offense, or their whole team was their fucking offensive line, dude.
I would say, bro, at number 10, I'm even drafting an offensive tackle. I would take, like, if fucking Will Campbell's there, I would take Will Campbell.
I don't think he falls that far, though,
no,
dude.
I don't think so. I would take maybe even Kelvin Banks, dude. If Kelvin Banks is there, dude, get me. We drafted the guy last year, quarterback that we're gonna build into. Give me the best offensive tackle.
Oh, yeah.
And Kelvin Banks had a shitty year last year, but it goes back to where they play ball. Played in the SEC. Down year, yeah, but the year before, dude's moving people, man. So I like where Chicago's at. I think that
Me and you both obviously got ties with it. So
yeah, for sure. And I think that, well, and also even outside of that, there's a good. They have, obviously Jaden Daniels overtook he was the best quarterback for sure.
It's a 1 and then 2A, 2B kind of thing.
We went through the ranking. I'm pretty sure we talked about the rankings. But if Caleb goes out next year and he's got protection, there can't be any excuse then.
Exactly.
There can't be any.
And that's what I was telling you guys in our group chat too. It's like he has no excuse on not playing good, bro.
Well, and then you got a guy that's an offensive mind. I mean, I just think that maybe I think Genty and Swift would be
Cold,
nice.
dude.
I think
Cold,
that would be
bro.
a nice chain. That it's not Montgomery Gibbs. Not a lot of teams are going to have a Montgomery Gibbs type of combo. Like a lot of teams aren't going to have that. But if that's the mold that Ben Johnson's going to follow, I mean, if he
I
ends up
don't
with
see
that,
why he wouldn't, bro.
dude, all day, and you take a way more mobile quarterback too. We could see what Ben Johnson can do with a mobile
With
quarterback.
a read option.
Well, Goff can't really run like that.
Yeah.
So maybe his.
Why? Because he's white.
I'm like, well, we pull up his 40. It's like 5'4", 40 or some shit. It's because he's not representing, dude.
You pull up his 40, he actually ran like a 4.3. He just
That'd be
doesn't
crazy.
Dude, what if Goff had wheels, bro? It was just fucking cold, bro.
He just doesn't run. He's just like, yeah, I'm just trying to save my body.
Not to change topic here, but I did just realize that 2 of these guys are literally wearing opposite shoes of each other. Number 10 and number 13 on Auburn are wearing opposite shoes of each other. They got an orange.
Shit, he is, huh? Look at that. That's a good point out.
Well, no, he's wearing a completely different set, but there's 2 other guys that are wearing like literally the opposite of each other's shoes because one dude's wearing a blue and an orange, and the other dude's wearing a blue and an orange.
I gotta see this.
So number 10 and number 13 are the 2 you'll have to watch out for online.
How often do you think that Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams are in the watching film right now? You think they're already fucking getting down on it or what?
Well, I'll ask you guys this question to piggyback that is, if you're Ben Johnson, are you not trying to squeeze literally everything you can to figure out who Caleb Williams is?
Oh, all day.
Like, I'm talking like, if say you're Caleb Williams or you're Caleb Williams, bro, like, I'm like, come down to the office, we're about to die.
If I'm not sleeping, you're not sleeping.
I'm talking like the smallest fucking things of what he can do and what he feels like he can improve on. And just build off that. What I'd ask him is be like, what did you hate the most? He's like, probably gonna say running for my fucking life.
He said, I hated my head coach. I hated my OC.
He's like the fans. He starts going in. Yeah.
So I fucking hate being in Chicago, honestly.
No, I think it would be a fascinating conversation because every time
he's a first time head coach too, bro.
So he's having that relationship with, it would be so comforting knowing you're a coordinator and you go into your first coaching job and you got a guy that's already what they supposed to be the guy, right? So you don't got to worry about getting your guy. You don't got to worry about drafting a quarterback. You don't got to worry about that.
Because he went there knowing. He went there like, oh, I want to coach Caleb.
And I think now with the whole DJ Moore and the emergence of Rome towards the last couple of games of the year, I think that right there in itself is nice, bro. I think that
They can definitely wait to draft another receiver.
dude, I'm
obviously.
opening up DJ Moore on flies, dog.
Oh yeah,
I'm throwing that bitch, bro.
dude, he's been so consistent every year in the league, bro.
They
It's
tried
insane.
to kind of make him into like a Debo in a way where they're running the ball with him and shit like that. And I'm like, nah, bro, that fool can run routes. He can actually catch the ball. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, just fucking throw it to him.
Yeah. Where's DJ Moore? A couple of these will kind of wrap up some of these signings. I mean, Charvarius Ward went to the Colts. He signed a 3-year, $60 million deal.
Dude, that guy bums me out.
That's sad, bro. That shit's sad. What happened to him for why he wanted to leave San Francisco, to be honest
No,
with you?
that's not why.
Oh, shit. Oh,
You
damn.
know, he started off as a Cowboy, right?
Mazzara.
What?
Cowboys drafted him, or he was undrafted or whatever. Then they ended up cutting him. He went to the Chiefs, and then
Wow.
he left the Chiefs and went to the Niners.
Damn, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Mooney was a fucking Cowboy, huh?
man.
Oh,
There's
dude,
number
you have,
10.
yeah.
I don't know where number 13's at right now, but
Probably on the
But he's
bench.
got it flip flopped?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got the
okay.
blue on the right and then the orange on the left, which is cool.
Hey, I like the Cowboys pickups.
I was gonna ask you. So with, I think if you were to get two guys that maybe are not where they want to be in their career, and you kind of have them both together, Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, that's not a bad running back room.
because those are your top two running backs right now.
Yeah,
And I mean,
so they signed them, and then they traded for Kenneth Murray Jr.
I think that's
Bro.
a good pickup.
To me, man, I hope that he revives himself, because if you take Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma and then you pair him with what we've seen from Overshown.
I don't think Overshown's gonna be playing it all this year.
No, I mean later on, kind of when he
But
gets
yeah,
back. But
yeah.
dude, you're talking about you're have one of the faster linebackers.
So he probably
they
is.
also got
in the league.
Jack Sanborn from the Bears.
Oh, okay, right on. So he'll probably come in and be. Do you guys run a 3-4 or 4-3?
4-3 most of the time. I
So
think.
then you probably be, because you'll probably be in your inside linebacker. Then
And they
have Kenneth on the outside a little bit.
they
Maybe.
signed the
off ball linebacker maybe.
Solomon Thomas.
Depth, that's solid depth, bro. Defensive line. He's also a guy that kind of bummed me out, because when he was out of Stanford, bro, like that was like the sure pick that year. It's like, oh yeah, this one can't
Yeah.
fail.
Then
This
he
one
went to
can't
the
fail.
Niners.
Yeah, and then that happens.
and then he fails.
Well, it's
Smart
always
man, but-
well, it's interesting, dude. That's why I'm telling you guys with this draft coming up, dude, with like the Shador Cam Ward debate. Like, I don't know if you guys heard what Mel Kiper said from the people that he's talked to and the team's brass and stuff like that. It's Cam Ward,
And then
and the
a
drop
mile.
off to fucking Shador is deep, bro. Like,
That's what I've been saying, bro. I don't think Shadur's an NFL
I
quarterback.
don't think so. I don't think so.
Maybe he could be a backup, but I don't see him being
That's
like
like
a star.
During the season when we were kind of going through and we're talking about, like, obviously with the Raiders, I'm like, we got to get a quarterback. Like, I want Cam Ward. I just don't think, and this is no knock on Shador. Like, I would even say this, if Shador didn't have his last name and he was Shador Williams, I don't think
Yeah.
I just don't think he's there, bro. Like,
I agree.
Yeah, dude, putting up numbers in the Big 12, cool. I can name you 10 quarterbacks that have put up numbers in the Big 12 and didn't do shit in the league.
He just had like you said, his last name, dude.
You know what I mean? And it's I feel bad for him. I really do, because if he was in last year's draft, dog, do you understand where he would be picked? Like
Later, dude.
dude, the conversation he wouldn't. And even Cam Ward, like, I like Cam Ward. He wouldn't even be in the conversation last year.
The only thing
You think
I
that's
hate.
why he went back for his senior year?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
The only thing I hate about
You
it,
would think
dude,
so,
is
right? You know what I mean?
is that they just towed up the quarterback position so high in the draft, dude.
I will name you a draft that this reminds me of to a T. Kyler Murray, Dwayne Haskins, Daniel Jones, Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, Jackson Dart. It's
What about the Kenny
literally
Pickett
it.
draft, dude?
Wasn't Baker in that draft class?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
is like
Baker was with the Lamar, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold. Dude, look at that one. Look at that class now.
Yeah.
4 to the 5. And what the fuck happened to Josh Rosen, dude? Oh, these teams are going to regret passing on me.
I just
I know, that's so funny. Arizona took him in the first round, and then the next year they took Kyler
They
Murray.
took Kyler, bro.
I hope that the narrative changes a little bit, that we have to draft a quarterback number 1 overall all the time.
Well, it's the position where there's, dude, unfortunately,
Unfortunately, that's
Either-
where the bad teams
yeah,
pick, and
yeah.
most bad teams need a quarterback.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
that is very true.
But-
I get
and
it.
think about the Titans, dude. Is like, even if you wanted to trade back, there's not a lot of teams that are going to trade up to the number one.
What
pick.
are they trading up for on it? Like,
Because it's like
Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter.
I think about it from this standpoint: is if you're the Patriots, bro. If you're the Patriots, you're like, I'm good, I'm solid. Because Cleveland, if Cam doesn't go number one, he's going to the Browns. The Browns are taking Cam Ward, 100%. Who's the Giants' quarterback right now? Tommy DeVito?
It's fucking paisano.
They're gonna have to take Shadua Sanders.
it's gonna be
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
gonna be Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Oh, bro, God, that'd be very New York Giants. That'd just be very.
He
New
just
York
goes
Giants.
in the other locker room.
Well, you know what's sad though, bro? If you think about it, like, dude, like when we were kids, dude, the Giants were one of the like top teams of the sense of.
Hey, Eli Manning never won a playoff game outside of those 2 years.
I
where
mean,
they
I'm
went to
talking
the
about
Super Bowl.
Tom Coughlin being there forever, bro. Like there was consistency there. They had a coach that was there for a long time. The ownership, the GM, they were all consistent there, and they
but
won
that
2 rings,
consistency
bro.
doesn't mean good though.
They won 2 rings.
Then those were the
Against
only 2
Patriots.
years they ever won.
They won
playoff
2
games.
rings, and I mean, who else in the NFC West? So, I mean, Commanders, Cowboys, Eagles, or NFC East. They're the only ones that won it, bro. Like for me, on the as a guy that's just like watching football, is you knew the Giants were going to be consistent, and then now they're like we're talking bottom feeder shit, bro. They're up there with the Jets, bro. Like they're on our level right now, bro. It used to be the Raiders, Browns, Jets, and who else? Jaguars, yeah. Just us, you know. We're just dwelling here on the bottom, dog. We're doing our thing.
Say, hey,
bro.
what's up, guys?
We're getting hyped signing fucking Danico Autry. and
The
shit.
Cowboys visit that section every few years.
It happens, dude. But I mean, it just you're the only fool that always says, bro. Every team's gonna have their time. Every team's gonna have their time. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
It's interesting because if you go from, I mean, God, if they sign A-Rod, dude, I don't see that. I don't see that working.
I really want to see him go to the Steelers, bro.
I just want to see him retire.
That too. Your hate for him is different though.
You have a valid
on a different
reason.
level.
You have a valid reason to hate him, dude.
Fuck
Like,
that guy.
I still think. I mean, he still had a decent season last year. You can't say that he fucking was just terrible. It was just the Jets on a bad team, dude.
well, also with the whole Jets thing is you look at guys like Sauce Gardner and shit now, and you're kind of like, what?
I want, dude.
You know, why do you think DJ Reed got out of there?
Yup.
He's like, fuck this. I'm gonna go get a bag, dude. I'm gonna go play with Detroit.
He did go to Detroit. That's right.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, that's a big signing, bro. Carlton Davis went to the Patriots. Did you see his
Yeah.
press conference? He walked in and was like, "What's up, guys?" Nobody was clapping. He's like, "Damn," he's like, "You guys are quiet." It's like, well, that's your introduction to Boston media, dude. Get used to this shit.
Yeah, for
right.
real.
Those fools are stone cold.
Well, because they're used to fucking
That would have been sick.
being in the hunt every year,
See,
dude.
that's what people forget about when Tom left, dude. Is like, imagine like being a Pats fan, bro. Going from like, oh, we're the dogs.
We're God tier.
Yeah,
dog.
we're god tier level on those those charts. You know what I'm saying? How they do that. Then you go from just like, what was it, Cam Newton? Or
Yeah.
was it Cam Newton right
The
after
1
Tom?
year with him, yeah.
It was like right after Tom. It was Cam Newton, and then they
Mac
go
Jones.
Dude, he went to the Niners, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. Brock Purdy better be careful. Brock Purdy better be careful, bro.
No, all right,
Kyle
look.
Shanahan with that fool. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not the biggest Brock Purdy supporter, but Brock Purdy is definitely better than Mac.
Oh, no, I take Brock Purdy all day. I'm just saying, if they don't want to pay him, maybe they
Dude,
say
he
fuck it,
turned-
we're gonna take 1 year. We're gonna
he
take.
turned down $45 million.
Did he?
Brock
Purdy
did.
turned down $45 million.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's not some, like, obviously that's a lot of money, dude. Let's be real. That's a lot of money.
that's a good
But as a
chunk of change.
quarterback, like,
Yeah.
Sam-
Let's talk about this for a second. Brock
Sam
Purdy
Darnold,
turned
Sam
down that
Darnold
money, huh?
took 34,
It's like 33.
something like
Whatever.
that. Yeah. That's a lot of money.
Are we gonna be like Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, kind of same level? I think so.
I'm not.
After last year, after last year, I'll preface
Sam Darnold's
that.
only got 1 year of having a good season.
I'm just.
okay?
I'm curious to see how Brock Purdy does without all the weapons.
Well, dude, I mean, the good thing is if you're a Niner fan, you're happy because you got Juwan Jennings. At least you got one guy,
And Ricky Pearsall.
that came out. Well, Juwan Jennings actually did solid.
Well, they
bro,
signed.
you know?
They signed DeMarcus Robinson.
Well, that's not bad. Then you got. I mean, they got Pearsall. I mean, you got George. I mean, maybe they'll draft a receiver.
McCaffrey.
They got Juice back, so I
Well,
mean,
If McCaffrey fucking plays.
I hope he does because of that fucking trade, dude. No,
Took his future.
I would like to see. I want him to succeed, bro. Like I don't ever want to like shit on somebody. You know what I'm saying? But like, you gotta. It's kind of that whole thing where when was it? When the Niners were there was that rumor going around that even after Brock in the year that Brock came in and you guys fucking waxed them in the NFC Championship game.
Well, fuck.
That
You put a tight
offseason-
end on Sean Reddick.
Well, that offense or that offseason, there was that talk about Shanahan wanting to explore that Kirk Cousins because they were in the Washington connection. It's like, so ever since then, it's been kind of thrown around that maybe Kyle Shanahan
That
doesn't
he doesn't
believe
even
in
really
him.
like him. Yeah.
So that in itself, I mean, obviously it's a business, so boo-hoo, whatever. But now I'm totally fucking around. I say Mac Jones is going to be a fucking badass. I mean, if they wanted to have a bridge quarterback and they wanted to tank for a younger quarterback that they don't have to pay,
Dude, they've shown that they can put any quarterback in that system, dude, and they're going to play good. They've shown that. But, I mean, they have had Debo this whole time and Ayuk this whole time.
where would Brock, like if you were to trade Brock Purdy, where would you trade him?
Fuck, send it to the Browns.
I send him to Tennessee, dude.
I'd send him to the Raiders.
I'd be fucking way down for that. I'd be so hyped for that shit. I'd be cool with it, bro.
There's
No, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid because your ass got me hyped on the Sam Darnold shit. When you said it that one day when we were on the pod, I was like, fuck, dude. I'm like, all right. I'm glad that we didn't have to pay him, though. I'm not going to lie.
well, did you guys have to re-sign
His contract wasn't
Geno
that
at all?
big.
It's very similar to what Baker signed, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the money per year was
See, and
pretty
Baker
similar.
It was
fucking
like
got
33 mil a year.
Baker is in a great spot, bro.
There's no Baker slander done. There's
No,
no,
I
Baker
love
slander,
Baker.
bro.
I've
That
been a day
fucker-
one Baker supporter.
Well, I'm
dude.
saying he's in a good spot.
Cleveland just fucked that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cleveland just
he's
fucked
in a
that
good
up.
spot because he still has Mike Evans for X amount of years
They
till he's
re-signed
done
Chris
playing.
Godwin.
Chris
Re-signed
Godwin's
Chris
back.
Godwin and
McMillan's on.
and Jalen McMillan. Is it Jalen
Kate
McMillan?
Otten
Right.
came up last year.
Kate Otten came on,
Like,
and they have
bro.
Bucky Irving and fucking what's the other running back? Rashad White.
Yeah, I
Dude.
mean, you could even
Levante David came back
with
for
how
another
deep
year.
the running back class is too, and if you hit on Bucky Irving, it's like, dude, why don't we take a third round waiver on another one?
Yeah,
and
why
we
not?
have Bucky Irving and another young running back. We don't got to pay Rashad White.
Yep, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Dude, Bucky Irving took
so
over,
the Buccaneers.
bro.
I think the Buccaneers now, in my eyes, are ever since the Super Bowl, even after the bridge from Tom leaving and after, they're also very consistent.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
also very consistent.
Well, because this is year 2 of Baker.
3.
This will be year 3 of Baker. Okay.
Because the first year
They made
played
the
Detroit.
playoffs.
They played Detroit and they played them really good, right?
Well,
If I remember
what
correctly.
are you talking about for the playoffs?
Yeah, because then the Lions beat them to go play San Fran 2 years ago when it was the Niners and Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And then the Bucks last year
They beat us in the fucking first round. They beat us in
you
the wild
guys.
card.
That's right. They beat you guys.
And
That
then
is right.
and then they just played Washington. I'm pretty sure they played.
You guys are the team that played Tom his last game. You beat him his last game. That's right.
That's something you can hang your hat on, Gavin. Is you guys retired Tom?
You wear a hat. And we beat Tom in the final game.
That was the only game that he ever lost to the Cowboys too.
Dude, that's wild.
In the playoffs?
Just
That's
thinking of
crazy.
20 years in the NFL, bro. Like that stat of his records versus all those teams is just insane.
It's crazy.
It's insane. I mean, at this point, we've kind of hinted on we've missed a lot of other signings, but
I did want to bring up Becton
to the Chargers.
to the Chargers, bro. They have Joe Alt, Rashawn Slater, and Becton. I think they still have Corey Lindsley too,
Well, they got Zion Johnson.
and Zion.
This-
Bro, that offensive line is stacked.
Well, you know what
bro.
else is crazy about that line, bro? Is you got 3 interior offensive linemen,
3
that can
first-round
move-
picks, bro.
They can move around in other
Wait,
positions.
was Zion Johnson a first round pick?
Yeah, so they got
4.
Slater, first round pick, Johnson, first round pick, Becton, first round pick, Alt, first round pick. And I don't know if Lindsley's not a first round pick. But shout out to the Titans, though, dude. The Steelers let Dan Moore walk, bro. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
dude,
shit.
Look at the Titans' offensive line now. That's where it's going to be interesting, bro.
Oh no, they don't have Corey Lindsley. It's Bradley Bozeman.
Shit. Shout out Yale and Princeton right now in the
Wait.
Ivy League semifinal.
Is there the Mountain West final champions tonight?
Yeah, with Boise and Colorado State. Yeah.
I
Go
thought
Broncos.
I thought that was what was yesterday.
Go Broncos.
Semifinal for the Broncos, right?
No, that's the final.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
championship.
No, they don't have. I thought they had Corey Linsley, but he's definitely.
He's a free agent.
It's Bradley Bozeman.
Still, bro, but still
Yeah.
solid. And you know what Jim Harbaugh likes to do? Run the fucking ball, dude.
Dude,
I still don't understand why they didn't sign a receiver or try to get aggressive to get one of these receivers, the Chargers. I don't.
Bro, they signed Mike Williams. What are you talking about?
they signed him
They
back.
re-signed Mike Williams back. Oh my gosh.
I think they're gonna draft a receiver. I think that's their
that's a
plan,
good point.
bro.
That's a good point.
Because I mean,
Well, if any of the good receivers, because the drop off for me personally, bro, from the top guys down is a very steep drop too. So
yo,
I think that's why I was kind of saying is like for us is like if say we're there, or we trade back even to get more picks, and then we take one of these receivers, I'd be cool with it. 'Cause it's got to be one of the top receivers in the draft. Because you're not going to get last year's depth was just retarded.
insane.
Yeah,
We've talked about it
yeah,
enough,
yeah.
dude. But it's like there's all these
I'll
moves,
see last
bro.
4 in Boise State.
So
We'll find out tomorrow.
I'm trying to think
Fingers
of what
crossed,
that.
fingers
I'm
crossed.
trying to think of what that means, though. Like I've never heard.
Dude,
of
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, man. Out of all sports, I know a lot of shit, but I don't understand because they're talking about like quad wins and there's like a tier 2 win, and I'm like, dude, what is this? Like, you're telling me a 22-9 basketball team is struggling to get in over a 19-12 basketball team?
That's insane.
What the fuck are we doing, dude? Like, what is
Does it
this?
go against like strength of schedule and shit?
Well, yeah, that's like where the quad wins and stuff come. But I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. I don't understand where. Like, I don't know. If somebody explains it, it'll probably be simple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How do you feel? How do you feel about Gino though? Running the shit for
Like Gino? No.
Obviously, he's a bridge quarterback. You guys are still going to try and find a quarterback, but I think that's a good pickup for you guys, man.
I think he. If we get the Gino that was under Pete Carroll with the Seahawks stat wise, I think that would be pretty solid. I think that I'll be okay with it, but
Gardner
yeah.
to the Chiefs.
I did see that
he
too.
might take Pat's job. No,
He's going into
I'm all
training
right with
camp thinking that he has a shot.
Dude, imagine. No, I like it now. Now I do. At first, I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, what are we doing? But we kind of made a move, bro. Because now the Giants, Steelers, Browns, Jets. The Jets had to get Fields, so it's like
I've honestly forgot about them.
we made a
Fields,
move, bro.
dude.
See, now I was gonna tell you about the Jets. Think about this: you'd have Fields, Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, the two-headed. You'd have Garrett Wilson.
I don't even know who their second receiver is.
Now, actually, sorry. Well, let me get to the tight end. I was gonna say they draft Tyler Warren.
That'd be nuts.
That would be a
dude.
good tight end to have for Fields, man.
Oh,
If Tyler
yeah.
Warren going there, that'd be solid, man.
We're gonna see what Fields is all about, dude. We're gonna see what he's all about,
Hey,
man.
there's no excuses, bro, because you played with Garrett Wilson in college.
Yup.
So we've seen what they can do in college, so there's no excuses. That's the guy I feel the worst for, man.
Garrett Wilson.
He's just like, dude, because he could be in that tier of like really like top receivers, bro. He really can, but not there. I don't think he could do it there, bro. There's just teams that just got that dysfunction. Dude,
They're just
that you
cursed.
Well, it's just stained into the fucking walls of the building, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you've been smoking in fucking the same house for 30
yeah,
years.
dude. Yeah, exactly, bro. It's like you could go and you could clean it out and shit, but that's still there.
It's like whenever you
know?
fucking pull back the wallpaper, it's like fucking just yellow.
Well, it's kind of like for a Cowboys fan with like having like the prestige that you guys had for so long, and then like have it be kind of in this kind of drought for as long as you have. Like that's where that shit starts building up, bro. Where you start raidering shit, and you start getting down into that shit, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, the two New York teams, they
They need to just burn down MetLife.
dude, they are so far out of touch with reality, bro. It is insane. It is fucking insane. Like I like the Jets, man. A-Rod running out with the flag, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, that was whenever I
I
saw
thought
that.
you were fucking with me.
No,
I really thought
no.
you were
Whenever I saw that he ran out with the fire, I was like, "Dog, he's about to have a game."
Well, you were like, this is cold. I know you were.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
man.
bro.
Yeah. That's funny.
There's I think what? So it's still A-Rod on the market. Russell Wilson.
So it's just those two, bro.
Is that it? Pretty much.
I mean, unless I'm missing somebody.
unless there's some backups or whatever.
It's weird that Jets fans' 2 worst days ever are both on 9/11.
Ooh, that's
Yikes.
Yeah, Gino with the no. How does the listeners feel about Gino? How do the New York listeners feel about Gino now? No, I'm just kidding.
If you are from New York, fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
You're like, I really do feel like they are the two, and I'm not acting like we're not right there. Like, I'll be real, we're fucking not far off, dude. But we got Geno Smith, so
I really hope for the Eagles' sake. I hope we draft.
I hope you guys draft.
I hope you understand. You do not need anybody. Like you could trade your picks for established starters and be fine.
I want to trade for Trey Hendrickson. Now that Myles Garrett's gone, I want us to trade for him. That's
the most sense. Bro.
But if not, I hope that Malachi Starks falls to us. That'd be but I'm also down if we don't. Sidney Brown's season's going to come in.
Well, Nick Emanwari. I mean, if he falls to you guys from South Carolina. Bro, Malachi Starks to the Eagles, that would be because I think Malachi Starks.
He played on he's on Georgia too, right?
Well, there's this knock. They always, you know how the draft is, dude. They always find a knock on these top guys. They overthink shit.
No, he's speeding.
He lacked in this, and then they try to push guys like from this guy from Marshall, this Mike Green guy. I'm like, okay, I mean, all right. He had what you throw on the tape at Ohio State, and he bull rushes an offensive tackle once in the game, and then he's putting up sacks in the Sun Belt. I'm like, okay, first round maybe, but you're arguing with him over. You're trying to throw him under Abdul Carter, like you'd have Abdul Carter and then him in some rankings. Like, get out of fucking town, bro. Miss me with that shit, bro. Like, if they're good in college and they're on an established team and they come from a culture where you win. Draft them. Georgia, Bama. I mean, so many years it was Clemson, like Ohio State, Michigan. All these teams, bro, that you've seen them win football games and they are really talented, bro, draft them. Because they'll come in and they'll change the culture. They're going to be looking around at these old heads fucking being cool with losing and be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, fuck that. No, we're gonna win, bro. That's why I think the Titans take Abdul Carter and they just run. Just take Abdul Carter, bro. Fuck it. Run with Will Levis and suck again next year, and then draft
why
Arch.
the fuck not, dude?
If I'm the Titans, bro, and I'm the general manager, I'm literally telling the owner, I'm like, dude, I need you to be patient with me. I look at the quarterbacks I'm dealing with here, bro. I mean,
look at who's in the draft.
It's like, yeah, okay, we could take Cam Ward, and it's like, but why? Like, you don't, you're not going to be good next year. You know what I'm saying? Is that too far off to say that the Titans are probably going to finish third or fourth in the South?
No, so they're probably going to finish fourth in the South.
Take Abdul Carter, or I could even see them taking Travis Hunter. Take Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, fucking run.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. Do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Just do it. What is that shit? He's like, buy it. Employee of the month. When he's like, if you see a car at this price, buy it. Don't think about it. Buy it. That's like literally what it is.
Well, what is he saying then? He's like, dude, your fucking Honda. He said, it's yours.
You know, he's like when he sells the Honda as a prank and it's up on the fucking, he puts it on the shelf. He's ringing it up. He's like, we need help with the piece of shit Honda. He's all looking at it. I don't got much to throw in with other than like
it's all it's all just kind of little picks or little
well, I mean,
little signings.
We'll get it. We'll obviously it's an ever revolving door. So I mean, probably next week we could dive into it. But let's get into some of this WWE stuff, man.
For real,
you know what I mean?
For sure. When's the next pay-per-view that's gonna be, or not pay-per-view, the PLE?
The next pay-per-view is Mania. It's going to be April 19th and 20th.
And they're
like
pretty spaced out, dude.
There's like one a month.
I like it.
Almost.
I like it.
It's typically like 1 or 2 a month sometimes. It's just between the road to WrestleMania to WrestleMania, they're trying to lengthen that out more.
Just to kind of get more
suspense.
storylines.
Yeah, to build up the storylines, build up the suspense and everything. And it's mostly because, like, for the past few years, before like last year especially, they've had a lot of like pay-per-views like Fastlane. They've had fucking
whack filler pay-per-views,
Payback, shit like that, right between where Elimination Chamber ends off at, and then Mania will pick up at.
They're trying to put one in.
Yeah, they've done that before, and it's just it's not the best. and it just genuinely irks me when they have a pay-per-view in there.
Well, because it's like why like I like for me like it's like I was telling these guys like I don't care to watch like the wrestling side of it, like it's cool and stuff.
We all fuck with promos.
I just
dude.
like the stories. I want like a guy that could cut a promo.
Yeah.
It's like I remember. I mean, shit. Back in the day, it was like the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series.
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber is kind of a newer one in the last like 10 years, maybe. I think it's kind of built
Been
its
around
own.
since like 2000.
Well, so
no,
first
the
ever one
was Michaels and Triple H
no,
and those
Triple
fools.
H.
it never had its own
RVD.
PLE though.
It never had its own.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't have its own.
It was usually like
until,
SummerSlam
Well, they would have
shit,
it,
right?
They had it like New Year's Revolution, No
Yeah.
Way Out. Like they had those pay-per-views, but I think like Elimination Chamber.
It's just
have it
recently it's
until-
been
They
its
don't
own
call them
now.
pay-per-views anymore. They call
No,
them
they call them fucking premium.
Premium
PLE.
live
Yeah,
events.
Premium live. I'm like, bro, if I buy that on pay-per-view, dog.
I actually saw a thing where Dana White was talking about the UFC might move towards that instead of it being pay-per-view.
$70 a fucking every.
Do you see what happened? Well, real on this topic with the WWE, because so they're all under the TKO brand now.
Yeah.
Well, ESPN's in a contract dispute with TKO now because UFC, and people were buying the fucking pay-per-view, bro. And like, say we sit here, we buy that pay-per-view, it would just stay on the main screen, like it wouldn't load through. So people on Twitter are like, "What the fuck?" And there's a guy, I think it was Brendan Schaub. He's like, "Bro, I bet money ESPN did that on purpose for contract dispute." So I'm thankful that WWE, because as a kid, you know, you can't throw fucking $50 for a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'd always have to wait until that Monday night after Raw just to see what would happen. You see, Edge retained the belt last night.
Yeah.
Fuck, you know what I mean? I like the direction that it's going with Triple H, because
I think everything's more easily accessible now.
well, yeah, and then I think from the storyline side, and you like, because you're diehard with this too, is they're not overthinking shit. Like it's very like it's very fan driven now. Like
Yeah.
Jay with the push is
Jay's
simply
push is fucking insane.
it's crazy, bro. It's
because
crazy.
genuinely, when I started watching wrestling again back at like the midway point of 2019, so
That's
like,
when I hop back in it, bro. That's
right-
crazy.
right
That's
before,
right
like,
around that time.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was when Bray Wyatt was coming back as the Fiend. And he was
R.I.P.
going
bro.
against.
R.I.P. Bray Wyatt.
man. Fuck, dude.
Still breaks me. But it was when he was coming back to face against. Can't remember his name right now. Finn Balor.
John Cena.
He was supposed to come back to face Finn Balor in that match, and that match was.
Was that when he was the Fiend?
Yeah.
Fiend Finn Balor? Okay.
Or no, it was Fiend Bray Wyatt, and then
or
it was.
whatever the fuck his thing is.
Demon
but-
Balor.
Demon. there
No,
we
he
go.
was supposed to be the demon. That was
Okay.
like their whole thing they wanted to do. They wanted to have a couple matches between the two of them and have him be the demon in one, but then they ended up never doing it because the Fiend's supposed to be this big old monster
Yeah.
fucking character that's not supposed to be.
Is
able
that when he did
lose,
that like? Was that when he had the belt and he did that custom belt? Was that around when Bray Wyatt was doing the run? Okay, I know the time frame now.
Yeah, that shit was sick.
Well, then you look at it with Jay, bro. Like, dude, you're like thinking like tag team, bro. You know,
Well, and like
that is crazy. It is insane.
2019, like I remember watching fucking SmackDown at that time too, because it was pre-COVID era, and I remember Baron Corbin of all fucking people was feuding against Roman Reigns and the Usos.
Wow.
Before they were even the Bloodline, which is crazy to think about. But I remember
Was that when they were still booing Roman?
Yeah,
They're still booing him
when he was still
Okay.
Big Dog Roman Reigns.
Okay.
And
dog.
I remember Baron Corbin was fucking pouring dog food over Roman's head in the match and shit. I'm like,
Wait, what?
Oh,
nobody wants to see this
Dude,
dog shit.
the
What the
WW
fuck?
the PG era, bro. Oh
The
my
PG
lord.
era, fucking Vince McMahon's dumb running. Like
I
towards
see,
the end, man, he was just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what would stick, and nothing was.
I think he was so delusional, dog, that he didn't realize that the target audience were the kids in the mid 2000s that are teens and young adults.
Yeah.
And he's like trying to push to the kid factor and shit. Like, I mean, I guess I understand it for money because that's what it is, plot the talks, whatever. But guys like us, you know what I'm saying? We all grew up watching it, early 2000s, watching those old school days, or I guess that's our old school now. But I mean, now it kind of has that sense, bro, where it's like dude, John Cena's a fucking heel, bro. Like, I just like to the average listener, if you're listening to this and you don't give two shits about wrestling, dude, you are missing out on one of the greatest stories in sports. I think it's gonna literally be at that level. This run could be generational, bro.
It's gonna feed people.
Crazy.
Then I like. At first, I was like, how the fuck is Cody gonna fit into this? And they kind of sprinkle in The Rock showing up and kind of being in Cody's ear a little bit, and you're like, where is this going? I want your soul, Cody. Give me your soul.
Do you notice on his belt what it says?
This is Cody's soul.
Yeah.
Well, it's
That's
like
his
the date
dad's
of
death date.
Yeah, his date of his dad, Dusty Rhodes. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
see that little fine
Yeah,
print, but
when I
didn't know that for a
when
minute.
he said that on SmackDown, I was just like, God fucking damn, dude.
What a piece of shit.
I like that they're I like that they're pushing the envelope to that extent, man. I seen a post. It was funny. It was like, John Cena's bald spot's gone. He had like hair filled in where his bald spot was, dude.
Well,
I
he
was
said
like,
that he
what?
was because he's there filming a movie there.
Was
Yeah,
that,
I
did
think
you
it's-
see the same thing?
Yeah, I think
They
it's
just put
probably
filler
just
in it,
Yeah, okay,
but-
that makes
it's
sense.
probably just for the movie.
I didn't know he was working on a movie. That would make a lot.
Yeah,
more
that's why he
sense.
hasn't been on fucking Raw or anything.
He's gonna be
Fucking
Raw.
Well,
bro.
fuck
I
her.
think that's where they fumbled, bro. Is that Raw after the Elimination
oh,
Chamber,
dude,
bro? Oh,
he goes and cuts a
man.
promo, bro.
I think genuinely, if he would have just came out, fucking
Just
to his
walk out.
music, or not even to his music, he just walks out, stood on the entrance ramp,
Says
goes
fuck
to have
yeah.
a pull out a mic, and then he just drops it and walks back. That would have been good enough for me.
Literally,
Oh, dude.
literally just show face, dog.
Or
get
Show
booed.
face,
Fuck
get that
it.
heat, and then just leave.
What if they
I
just
love
fucking?
it,
what
bro.
if they
I
just
love it.
played his music?
I hope
And
he
then
goes
they-
back
he
to
just
the
doesn't even
Dr.
walk out.
Thugonomics
Yeah.
theme, dude. So,
Dude, that would
think
be
you're
so
untouchable.
sick, dude. Well, because
crazy. bro.
honestly, you think he kind of has to,
Dude,
because he can still have his music, bro. But it's like
It's not gonna be.
it's
the
not
same.
gonna hit the same, dude.
Well, if you think about it, bro, like for so long, dude, you got this guy that's throwing the flag up, never give up, hustle, loyalty, respect.
Yeah.
I think
Kids love him.
we're gonna get his heel theme that
Bad,
he's
bad
already
man.
got recorded.
I want to
The
hear.
one
Bad
he's
Bad
he's
Man.
already got one recorded. He's never put it out.
Oh shit, I did not know that.
Yeah,
That
did you
would-
know back in like 2011, 2012, he was supposed to start coming out in like a wrestling singlet and boxing gloves and shit,
For real?
or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
because he
had a
was
whole
gonna
interview
he was gonna
with
start
Chris Van
heel
Vliet.
back then.
Dude, he's the shit. I
Yeah.
love him, bro.
Chris Van Vliet is the guy to.
That's
go
the
to.
guy that interviews all the wrestlers,
he's
right?
like the top. I think he's the top podcaster for the wrestling kind of
Yeah.
community, bro. For sure,
Dude, did you guys see the Stephanie's Places thing that's gonna go on
Yeah, CM
ESPN?
Punk's first
Bro,
yes.
she's going and interviewing all like old stars and new stars that are coming up, but she's like gonna have each episode as one person.
Is it like that series that's on A&E
It's
where
like
they go and
Peyton's
they
places.
where they go
I
and
think they're gonna
find
be doing it on YouTube.
old objects? Like there was a series where they would go like they found
no, I know what you're-
Undertaker's
I know what you're
OG
talking about,
thing. Is
yeah.
it
Bro,
is it the same
literally-
concept?
It's the same concept as Peyton's Places because it's through
Oh,
Peyton
shit.
Manning's production company and
Oh
everything
shit!
on E
Okay,
ESPN.
right on. So Stephanie McMahon's doing it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what's
and
up.
who else? I mean, you could have Shane McMahon or whatever, but it's like who else has
not-
been that close?
I don't even know
to the
if
business.
Shane is.
I don't think he's
going-
even-
I don't
Well,
think
no.
he's even a part of WWE.
Well, what I'm saying is
There
like
was that
he's
beef,
been
man. There was that beef for a minute.
he's been a part of the organization for so long, but it's like
yeah.
Stephanie's been there for fucking. She was
Speaking of-
part of the whole thing, dude.
Shane, bro, I was randomly pulled up fucking Shane's highlights, bro. That motherfucker. Oh,
That was a good block.
Shane McMahon, bro.
Foul.
When he's with
Toss him out.
Steve Blackman,
Oh,
SummerSlam.
God, dude,
He's at the very
whacking
top.
him with the
Fucking
kendo
head
stick.
stick.
Man, man, and he says, "Fuck it." It just drops, bro. I love it, bro.
I still love JR. I believe in that clip. Just he's falling
Yeah,
20
yeah.
feet.
Well,
20
dude,
feet.
if you think about it, bro, the one guy that literally does not have to go out and beat the fuck out of his body. He literally doesn't
have to do anything.
Dude, if he wanted to, he could just show up and be paid. And he's like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to jump coast to coast and fucking kick a trash can into my dad's face.
Dude, that's still one of the best clips of all time,
Dude,
right there.
To be...
What is
not
the
be an
dimension? What is the
bro,
dimension
I was
of
gonna,
that?
I was thinking it
Wrestling
right as you
rings
said
are
that.
20 by 20.
Dog.
20 feet?
To
20 feet
jump
by 20
coast,
Oh my God.
coast to coast and extend out and have a solid kick. Just touching it is one thing, but actually denting the fucking trash can.
I still think
That is
about
cold,
the coast to coast
bro.
he did where he jumped up or jumped off and then Roman fucking stood up and spears him. Like,
Oh,
right
bro,
in
I
the
haven't even
corner.
seen that spot. No
And
way.
he literally hits the ground so hard he concusses Shane. Like,
Have you seen the Kurt Angle at King of the Ring? He's like,
The
throw
fucking,
me through the glass. He's like, dude, Shane,
like what,
no. He's like,
plexiglass?
throw me.
He's like,
You're one of my
sugar
bosses.
glass, bro.
Wasn't he throwing him through the wrong fucking?
Well, no, it was supposed to break,
It was
dude.
supposed to
and
be sugar glass. But
Oh,
it was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was,
But it
Vince
was like
McMahon was in the
plexiglass,
back.
some shit.
Vince was in the back. I guess, fucking quick, cut to the next spot, whatever the fuck, right? It's like they get on the inside of it. It's like, do it again, throw me again. It's like, damn.
Hey, he's like, dude, you're one of my bosses, bro.
Well,
I
Kurt
can't
Angle
be doing
said
this.
it. Kurt Angle said it. He's like, dude, that guy. He's like, Shane McMahon has no fear. He's like, there's
Shane
no
McMahon
fear, bro.
wanted to do this shit.
Well, I mean,
Like,
even that spot, bro, where he jumps off the ambulance when him and Kane are in that match. He jumps, dude, even that distance, bro. It's like, dude, you're fucking, if you overshoot that shit, you are landing right on concrete. Like, there's
you know
no
what time
middle.
frame I always thought was funny, dude, was when DX was going with the McMahons and feuding with them.
The
Like,
second DX run?
yeah, the second
second
DX
DX
run,
run?
like when we were fucking
kids.
coming out of
Yeah,
the, but it was like the triple. It was like,
Would that be the Ruthless Aggression era? That would be
Yeah,
the Ruthless
that'd be like
Aggression.
05, 06,
yeah,
yeah.
Ruthless
but it was
Aggression.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels in a Hell in a Cell with Vince and Shane, and then Big Show. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna kick the shit out of you guys.
When that's when Triple H gets hit with the coast to coast.
Yup.
Big Show's like right behind him. He's like, oh,
Yup.
oh, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Those Hell in a Cells around that time, cold, bro. There's some Batista Triple H at Vengeance, bro. That's one of my all time favorites, bro. The Hell in a Cell. I wish they would use that for more like the CM Punk Rollins thing that they're going for now. Like I would
and
like,
that in the fucking Hell in a Cell.
save
Blood
it
match?
for
A what match?
Punk and McIntyre. The
Oh,
Bad Blood
yeah,
match. That
yeah.
match was
Yeah,
fucking
that-
crazy.
That was in a Hell in a Cell too.
Well, that was
Yeah.
that's where the story kind of ended for them finally.
That was
right?
their last match.
Was that the
yeah.
last?
I think
okay.
that's- I
because they
think-
went from
But they're
WrestleMania
still
to
fucking.
see, bro. There's just so many of those guys that are intertwined where it's like you got to sort it out a little bit. Like
I've seen it
Is
been
it
all
Priest and
connected.
McIntyre?
Yeah,
Priest and McIntyre
gonna have a
now.
match
Hey, till they
at
do a
Mania.
fucking like a little mini Royal
Which
Rumble
that
and
could
shit,
feed people,
dude.
bro. Because I think Drew is. I think him winning the strap and then having Priest cash in on him. I think it's a little fucked up, but you know what it is. What it is.
I
It's
like
the
Drew
business.
McIntyre, but I don't like Damian Priest.
I want
Damian
Priest.
Priest is cool.
bro.
It's just.
He's a bisexual
want them
Undertaker.
to fucking work on
I would go
his
away from the
gimmick
makeup.
more.
I would go away from the makeup and the fucking. I would go away from that shit. Real
I
shit.
would get away
would.
from like all the dark shit.
Yeah, I would-
Get
I would
away
kind of-
from being Judgment Day esque.
You know when
That's your biggest issue.
yeah.
Is you're still holding on to the Judgment.
that's
Day
Rhea
with what you're
Ripley,
fucking
bro.
wearing.
Rhea
Exactly.
Ripley's doing that same shit. It's like
I know
fuck,
Rhea
dude.
was technically like the goth baddie before she got into Judgment Day.
Dude, she could just walk out.
But
and get
it's
fucking-
just-
get cheers, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got to be wearing the shit that's going to remind everybody of your old team that you're still trying to fucking leave.
Man, I don't.
Like-
I wish they would have. On the new Judgment Day with like Finn Balor and Liv and all that.
Carlito,
Yeah,
Liv.
it's like, dude, the Judgment Day for a minute, bro.
said, "I
Like,
spit
they
in
were
the
the reason
face."
I started tuning in a lot. I'm like, bro, this is and dude, Dom with that heat, bro.
Well, yeah, back when it was just Dom, Rhea, Finn, and
and
Damien.
Dame, bro,
that
they-
was the four.
They'd walk out, bro. They'd be on the stage. They were up there with the Bloodline. I mean, probably not. I would even say maybe kind of neck and neck, maybe just a little bit.
I saw
but
a thing that it was like a picture of Dom like hugging Finn Balor or whatever. And it looked like he's up to some mischievous shit. And the caption was like, Dominic Mysterio is the only heel to turn heel 3 times while being a heel.
No, what, dude? What was I can't remember who said it. It's like I think it might have been Finn Balor. It was like, dude, to have heat and then to get more heat off of being the bad guy just for being a piece of shit, like crazy, bro. Him and Pat McAfee, bro, they were all going at it.
Oh,
back and
yeah.
forth. He's like, "Shut up, Pat." He's all going off.
Pat-
all
He's
He
like,
said, "You don't
"Oh,
even know
this-
how to spell,
this piece of
dog."
garbage."
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, this piece of trash, whatever, dude." Michael Cole kills me,
Dude,
dude.
him and
Shout out
Pat,
Michael Cole,
him and
man.
Pat together, bro, is fucking. They're
Yeah.
good together, bro.
I like that Michael Cole's been around. To me, there'll never be another Jim Ross. Just
Fuck
'cause
no,
Jim
dude.
Ross is
Jerry
just the
Lawler and
guy.
Jim Ross,
Yeah,
bro.
that duo, like Jerry Lawler,
Legendary.
kind of ended up being a piece of shit. Whatever.
What happened with
see
him?
past
Jerry
that.
Lawler
We
is
see
kind of.
we see past that.
He's had
you
like
know what I'm
a
saying?
heart attack and stuff now. He has a hard time talking now, actually.
Oh shit.
I mean, like back around that time, like he got a kind of a bad rap with the female talent and shit.
Gotcha.
Like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was kind of.
Who was it?
Very like sexually, like he was having a whole
AJ Lee, right? That called him out on the mic.
So,
He
yeah.
like promo called his ass out.
Oh,
Like, cut
shit.
a promo, yeah.
That's when you do a fucking intergender fucking one-on-one match.
Dude, AJ
throw
Lee,
his ass to a fucking
when
table.
Punk came back, I thought that she might come back. I thought that would be fucking cool,
I
man.
want her.
Yeah, that would be
come back
cool,
so
man.
goddamn bad, dude.
I thought
think-
she was gonna be in the Royal Rumble.
Would have been perfect.
Who?
It would have been perfect.
AJ Lee.
Yeah, it would have been perfect.
You remember the girl who used to wear the Converse boots?
CM Punk's
CM Punk's
CM
wife.
Punk's.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
wife, girlfriend, whatever.
She speaking of like the women's division is I watched that Elimination Chamber. That match was sick, bro. Like I liked the way
Bro,
that
oh,
went.
yeah.
I thought it was dope, bro.
I've told this to Grayson before, but I'm glad that the female talent. I don't know if it's gotten better necessarily, or they're just allowing them to do more. But like
More time,
women,
more
the
airtime.
women's wrestling is like more entertaining to watch now because
thing
they're
with-
actually putting on good matches.
Yeah,
it's
Exactly.
not just
Yeah.
The
it's
women's
not just chicks
division.
going out there fucking showing their ass cheeks, slapping each
Exactly,
other.
exactly, bro.
No,
which is, I mean, which is cool and shit, because whatever.
Oh,
but it's also
fuck.
like, dude, like, but for me with the women's is there's the top talent. It's like Liv Morgan, all those chicks,
Liv, Rhea,
and they can
fucking-
Bianca, they can all wrestle and shit. But that drop off is fucking, bro. There's some bad matches that they put
Yeah.
on, dude. Like you see him like hit me.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Hit me, yeah,
Hey,
dude,
no,
that happens even with some of the
I'm
men
gonna-
too,
I'm
though.
gonna
Like,
say-
Oh yeah,
right
yeah,
now,
yeah. That's true. That is
One
true.
of the biggest people in WWE right now that has improved the most for me in the last year or two that she's been in here is fucking Maxine Dupree, dude.
Okay.
Because she used to suck when she was starting.
And she
Bad.
got.
And then she got
Isn't she a part of
really
Alpha
good.
Academy?
Yeah. She's the,
Oh, that's her.
she's
That's
blondie
the
with
chick. That's
Otis and
when they dressed as the
Kirizawa.
Dudley Boys, dude. That shit was so funny, bro. I like that Otis fool, bro. I think he's
Otis-
funny.
Otis-
man.
I like
think he's
Otis.
funny,
Yeah.
man.
Who's that chick that has like that springboard fucking backflip RKO kind of thing? It's not in the
Full Ruka?
WWE, but
That's NXT.
NXT.
Full Ruka.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, there was
Full Ruka's
one.
fucking sick.
There was one chick that did that gainer, bro. I don't know. I think it was like that might have been an indie show, dude. Like into the there was kind of like next to the crowd, bro, and she fucking got air, bro. Like the talent to bridge off what you were saying is definitely there for sure. I mean, who's got the strap now? What's her name?
Tiffy time.
Oh,
Tiffany Stratton.
yeah,
and,
dude.
Io
Hold the
Sky.
belt, Tiffany. Keep holding the belt. man.
So,
She can hold my belt.
Grayson, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask. I'm gonna
Hold my
you'll-
pocket.
You'll probably know this more than any of us will, but so the NXT show that's like the college to NFL.
it's
Kind
the
of.
farm. It's the farm.
It's basically so.
It's like the
when-
it's like the G League, pretty much.
So, but how? But
Okay,
what do they
I'll-
have to do to move up?
Well, they don't have
I'll explain
OVW
this.
anymore.
I'll explain this for you. So there's WWE ID, there's WWE Evolve, there's NXT, there's SmackDown, there's Raw. Evolve and ID are basically like kind of, I guess.
That's the
you're
college.
learning. No, that's more so, I'd say, like your high school level because you're learning. That's
Okay.
what Evolve and the ID are because
Is Evolve for the chicks?
Evolve is actually it's on Tubi. They're streaming it every Wednesday.
Okay.
It's another kind of like NXT show,
Okay.
but it's I think
Do they cut
shorter.
promos and
I think
everything
it's
in
for
that
greener
too?
talent, more
Probably,
greener
I
talent.
don't know.
Probably the guys that just come fresh in.
But
that would
NXT,
make a lot of sense.
NXT is definitely more your college area because that's where you go after you go from one of those. You learn your game, you see if you win titles, you see what's good, what isn't, and then what works for you there, they'll book you up onto the main roster.
So okay, so
So
do they
I
ever have
would say-
crossovers from the
NXT
NXT
shows up on WWE
all the time, or
TNA
every once in a
and
while?
NXT are
last
the
night
same
on
level
SmackDown,
now,
actually,
you know?
Axiom, part of the NXT tag team titles,
Fraction.
Fraxium.
He's
He
the one that
showed
wears
up.
the mask too,
He was
then,
the one that
right?
wears the mask that has like
Yeah.
the
Okay.
M or whatever that comes around him. He had a match against Gunther last night for the world title. He lost, but
Well, he was
put
from
on
over
a-
there, right? Is he from that? Is he from?
Hey, I would-
were
I
they
would say-
NXT? Yeah.
Well, they were. Weren't they in? Is they in Italy or where are they at right now? Or Spain
These guys.
for the show? Well, because the tag. I didn't watch it, but it said homegrown talent, whatever faces Gunther or whatever. So I
no, they were in like fucking
they were from
Bologna or something?
Bologna or something. There we go.
and yeah, he's from there.
Is Gunther
Yeah.
is Gunther
Gunther's not
SmackDown
from
or
there.
Raw?
Gunther SmackDown.
Okay, good shit.
Cody is Raw.
Bro, I'm so glad he's got the
believe.
strap, dude. I'm
What?
not gonna lie,
Right?
man.
Is that right or is that wrong?
Gunther is holding the Raw Championship.
Okay, yeah.
Wait, what? Wait. Oh, Cody SmackDown. Yeah, good call.
Because Cody
good call,
did just say last night he was going to be on Raw next Monday. So
Okay, so what were you gonna say?
Yeah,
I would say that the NXT is more like it's like the G League. For the
Okay,
NBA.
so they can call them up at any time to go up, but you're still on that fucking show,
bro.
Okay.
If I was like, I always forget his name. Bro.
Isn't Shawn Michaels running NXT?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's
that's
the
so
guy. Like I
badass,
think
bro.
he's the guy now.
Well, he's the Triple H of NXT.
Well, since
Because
Triple H has
was
done the
running
thing,
it with
or
Shawn for
sorry,
a while
Paul
there.
Levesque, whoever he
Okay.
goes, he goes by his real name now. Forgot about
Shawn
that.
Michaels does.
Hunter Hearst Hemsley.
Hey, dude, low key for a long time, I thought that was his
I don't
name.
think
bro.
Shawn
me
wants to
too.
go by his actual name. I don't remember what his last name is, but
I don't even know his real name.
I just know him as Shawn
it's like
Michaels.
Shawn
dude.
Michaels.
That's not his real name.
No, it's like Hickenbottom or something
What the
like that.
Sean
fuck?
Hickenbottom?
Yeah, you need
It's
to
like
just change your
Hickenbottom
fucking
or
name to
something
Shawn
like that,
Michaels.
At that point, you're Shawn Michaels. You understand? You know, I like the idea of having a farm system because there for a minute when you'd have those 3-hour Raw shows and they try to fill in some of this talent, dude, and they can't cut a promo. They fucking look like shit in the ring.
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
It makes SmackDown and
makes
Raw
it
have
a bit more-
yeah. There's levels to this shit. This is the pros. You know what I mean? Like,
Raw,
it's cool.
Raw being on Netflix is so nice if you pay for the ad-free Netflix because you don't have
Because
ads on.
when it goes to the ad breaks. It just continues.
Like
playing.
the screen like blacks out for a few seconds, like because it's cutting to commercial for everyone else, but then it'll just continue. Like
I might have to upgrade my package.
you should, it's nice, bro.
Dude,
Like
and
an
if
extra
you,
$6 and
I have
shit.
a-
Oh my god!
I've been using this VPN app on my phone. It gives you like 2,000 megabytes free every month. So I've been watching SmackDown and shit with that on Netflix.
Oh shit!
Because
Okay.
it's on Netflix, and then what's crazy is if you watch in Canada, the UK, or shit like that, you can watch the pay-per-views on Netflix too on your phone if you just have a VPN.
Well, if you just have Peacock, they're
Well,
on there.
yeah.
I mean, I guess
no,
in
but
that.
what he's saying is like because in the United States,
Yeah.
only on Netflix is
You can
Raw.
watch
Raw.
Raw.
Oh,
But
it's
everywhere else in the world, you can watch like all of it.
You can
Peacock's
watch
got a
literally
US. It's got a US.
Raw,
deal.
NXT, SmackDown. all
Gotcha.
the fucking
I think that's
pay-per-views.
what, like 2027 or something like that. It was something I seen.
Wasn't it like a 10-year deal? They
It was
signed?
something. Yeah, it was
10-year
something
deal
like
for,
that.
with
yeah.
Netflix.
5
Peacock.
billion or
Oh,
something like
okay.
that.
Well, because
Oh,
Peacock still
Peacock, I
got
don't
all
know.
the vault,
Oh,
bro.
Peacock,
They got
I
it
don't
all,
know.
man. They
Dude,
got-
I can't.
I seen a post. It was on X. That's why I think it was like I know it said it runs. That'll happen once that ends. I think it's like 2027, and then after that, it'll move off Peacock and it will all go exclusively to Netflix.
Dude, I can't tell you how much I've gone back through to watch old matches on Peacock, bro.
Oh, dude.
Like I've watched old WrestleManias that I've never seen, bro, and it's like, dude, this is crazy,
Dude, I
bro.
own WrestleMania 20 on DVD. And that's the Mania where Benoit
Bro.
wins the title in the main event. Still one of my favorites.
That
Okay.
match, bro, thank you. That
Yeah.
match, man. We talked about it on the pod where I'm like, Paul Heyman said it best. Piece of shit human for what
Absolute
he did.
piece of garbage for what he
but
did.
you can't
his
take
in-ring
away
work.
dog him and Kurt Angle, dude. Fuck. But that triple threat rivalry because when they put Benoit over, he wins the belt and then he defends at Backlash.
Yeah.
That pay-per-view at Backlash, it was awesome. Like it was awesome, bro.
I don't even remember what pay-per-view it was, but I just seen a video the other night of him busting his forehead open by just popping his fucking stitches from headbutting the actual canvas.
when he
Because he
did
like
the
dove off the ladder at like Big Show or someone, and he hit the canvas, and he had like the shit over his stitches, and then his stitches just re-popped.
Dude, there's one I seen where he took a dive into the steel, and you know how they kind of turn.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, bro,
head
bop,
first
right
and
on
shit, yeah.
it, dog, right on it. It's like there were signs. You know what I'm
There were
saying?
signs.
No, I do feel bad for. I mean, rest in peace to his family and shit. All that, but it's like. As a fan that watched Benoit, it's like, dude, when you heard his music cut, you knew this fool was about to come out here. It's like, it's a bad fucking dude, bro. Well, his theme got all popular out of nowhere, bro, for memes and shit. And I'm like, I remember scrolling through, and it was
You're
like
like, why
Kermit the
is
Frog
this?
with the jaw drop. It was like when the music cuts and it's this.
Did
It's like,
you
oh,
actually
fuck,
hear about?
dude.
I can't remember their name right now. I think
band,
it's Lady
the who?
Peace or whatever. Fucking, they actually came out a couple months back, and they were talking about how fuck him, we're taking back our song, and they just started playing that shit at at
Really?
a concert. Yeah,
That's the band that made that theme.
Our
Oh,
Lady Peace. They started singing
Oh,
whatever, which
shit.
is his theme. It's fucking
that's
crazy.
ballsy. Like that, even though it's your song, like you do what you want, but that's.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
they
to-
said we're taking back our fucking song. So.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a good. I didn't know. I thought that was like I can't. What was his name for all those years, bro? He did the themes for a minute. Jim Johnston.
Jim Johnston.
I thought that was a Jim Johnston theme. I didn't know that was a band that cut that song.
They actually, for a while there, and kind of.
Well, it's like
every now
Alter
and again,
Bridge
they'll
with
license
Edge,
shit,
bro, with Middle Angus or whatever.
Or
Then
CM Punk. CM Punk still.
Well, he's cool with those fools,
yeah,
bro.
he's cool with.
Do you know that, dude? I don't. I'm glad we're talking about this, bro. He's tight with
the band.
Oh, what are their names, bro?
In Living Colors.
In Living Color.
Who?
Dude,
The guys
CM
who
Punk?
sang CM Punk.
there was a
okay.
dispute with the label that. So when he went to AEW or whatever, he said he did a podcast with Ice Cube's kid, and he had O'Shea Jackson, whatever. He has a podcast where he talks a lot
Just
about
say
wrestling
Ice Cube
shit.
Jr., bro.
Is it O'Shea Jr. whatever?
Yeah.
So he was they were asking about it, and he had to jump through loopholes, bro. They basically re-recorded it just so he could have it again for the to go back to the WWE.
What?
Yeah, there was a
Well,
video about it where there was like there was a thing beef with the label.
They didn't want to
Yeah.
pay the label.
Yeah,
He wanted
the
he
guys
wanted
to
to
get
pay the band
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
So he asked them, "Can you guys re-record this for me for my my return debut? Because I don't want to pay the label. I'd rather pay you guys directly."
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it should.
which
be.
is gangster, bro. Which is
And
honestly
which is
so
crazy
dope.
because
So
I
dope.
remember it was like a week before his fucking return at the end of Survivor Series 2023. And I was just sitting there at work, bro, fucking working on chicken sandwiches in the kitchen, you know, because I'm working at the truck stop that I was. And I hear my phone, and I hear the crowd getting louder and louder. I see the
Dude.
trademark copyright. I'm like, oh, shit, the show's over. And I'm like, I literally grabbed the fucking table I was working at. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Dude, that story's crazy. How they
But I-
fucking hid that
I
from
still remember it
everybody,
was
bro.
like-
That's
It
wild.
was genuinely
man.
a week before he returned, though. They released the remastered version for his return.
Oh, they did it beforehand.
They did beforehand,
okay.
but they just said 2023 remastered, and they just released it. And then a week later,
Damn.
he comes back using that fucking version, and
Dude,
it's just like
that's one of the biggest pops of all time. Like
that
that's
and
up
Edge's
there,
return
bro.
in 2020.
Oh,
that
bro.
Royal Rumble, dude. That Rumble, fucking,
Well,
I teared up.
When you because to know like what he went through to you know get back. I hate
9.5
that he's in
years.
AEW and he's doing this cope shit. I think
Cope
I
with
hate to
it.
say I think it's corny. I just think it's corny,
hey,
bro.
hey.
But Edge is
Cope with it.
Yeah. What is it? Is it rated R Cope or whatever?
Yeah.
Rated R Cope
What
because he
the
can't go
fuck?
by Edge.
Adam Copeland.
Yes,
is
that's his name,
So
yeah.
he goes by Cope.
Hey, that shit killed me when CM Punk was over there at AEW, and he's like, "I'm old, I'm tired, I work with fucking
I look
children."
for fucking children. And he's
He's
sitting next to
talking about
Tony
Jack
Khan.
Perry and Hangman Adam Page. The
That shit-
Bucks.
that
See
shit just
those
fucking
fools.
killed
See
me, bro.
those fools, bro. Like they got a lot of rep for the indie scene and stuff like that. But to me, if you don't make it to the WWE, dog, I don't.
It's all indie.
I
You
don't
think
want
about it.
I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it, dude. Because like, there's like CM Punk, bro. There's
on.
levels,
Hold
bro.
on.
There's levels.
Hold
There's
on.
levels.
So, you're gonna tell me that you're just gonna discount Sting's entire career because he only came to the WWE for a couple years? At
Sting
the
went
end?
to the WWE.
He was only in WWE for a year.
At
Yeah,
the end
well,
of his
he-
career.
and then
he
Seth
made it. He
Rollins
made it,
fucked
bro.
up his back.
Hey,
when he
no,
did a
no, no.
Turnbuckle
Let me
powerbomb.
backtrack on one thing. I'm a TNA homer. I like
TNA
TNA.
was the shit.
We were just talking about that shit. and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this TNA crossover shit should have happened
Like
when
classic 09,
Oh,
2011.
oh my
Hey,
god,
TNA.
dude!
Hey, what
the
if
main
they made
event
a-
mafia and shit, dude.
AJ
oh,
Styles
bro.
was the shit.
Hey.
I was trying to tell you, bro. AJ Styles, bro. Like, dude. Oh my god, the phenomenal one, dude.
You know the
yeah, dude,
you know the
I wish
games-
his theme. Why did he take the theme, bro? Oh man.
you know the games,
Yeah.
SmackDown versus Raw. What if they
So cool,
What if they
dude.
made a WWE versus TNA game?
That'd be pretty sick.
Oh my.
Well, I mean, now they're doing. I seen a DLC where Abyss was TNA's fucking can.
Isn't Joe Henry getting in one of the DLCs? Oh,
No,
See-
fucking he's kind of trying to, petition
TNA?
for it basically. Because
Does he got the belt there?
yeah,
I
he's
know,
got-
I know,
Okay.
I know. He said he wanted to fight John Cena.
He wants to fight John Cena before this retirement tour is over, and then he did recently just release a video or upload a video to his Instagram, TikTok, all that about how he's going to be showing up as a special character or an extra character in all these new upcoming games and everything. He said he'll talk about it later, But in the video, he's in like New York, like a town square area, and you see, you know, fucking big ass screens going off, and then all the screens behind him basically glitch, and then it goes PUBG. And then it glitches back and goes to everything else. I don't want to play as Joe Hendry in just PUBG, dude. Let me play as him in a goddamn WWE ring.
Yeah,
I hate that kind of shit, bro.
That or give us a fucking TNA game.
Just make a TNA game.
We haven't had a TNA game since like 2012, dog.
Shit, even AEW got a game.
Yeah, and that
I'm
game
not gonna
fucking
lie.
blows.
I there for a little bit, dude. Like when it first started, I was kind of like, "Damn, bro! Like you got John Moxley coming out and shit." I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe they got something.
I think the first 2 years it was good.
Well, I'm not gonna.
You know what it went to shit is Cody Rhodes seen it coming. Cody Rhodes seen that shit coming, bro. Shout out to him for that.
I'm not gonna sit here and shit on A&E or AEW because like I've never really watched it. Like I've only seen like
I've literally only watched clips.
I can't shit on it.
So I'm not
clips.
like I'm not gonna
seen the product
shit on it. Like I hear it's not as good as the WWE, but like I have no personal experience. Like I couldn't tell you the clips I've seen. Some of it looks good and some of it's like bad, but there's also moments in WWE where there's like bad shit.
Let me just say this: AEW has only been popping up when there's some corny shit going on like Twitter. So like this whole Cope thing, like there's a stigma on Edge now that he doesn't want to put over anybody.
He doesn't want to put over anybody, and now he's constantly going back for rematches against fucking Mox for the world title.
And then there's like this whole thing with he's got this thing where it was a stat. It was like he never lets Christian kind of do his own thing. Like he's always kind of got to come in and step in. But there was
his title from
you
him.
might know the name, but Moxley's got a faction right now in AEW.
I don't know the fucking
you know what I'm
name.
talking about, though, right?
I know.
They're kind of trying to do their own like
Bloodline.
NWO, like they're taking over, whatever. Christopher Daniels, shout out, also TNA legend, one of the best X Division wrestlers. They on the Jumbotron, he gets beat up. The whole point of this is he gets beat up and he's bloodied on the ground. The camera cuts to him, dude, and it shows him fucking forking his head, bro. Like it and then he does it hella quick and he's just bleeding. It's like,
so
oh
funny,
my god.
They literally clipped it too fast and he's just
Dude, you know how bad that is, bro? That's like, and if you're saying you're competing with the League of Leagues, bro,
you're
like,
tripping.
No way.
You're tripping.
Oh, and then TNA recently, they just fucked up their production with formerly Dolph Ziggler's fucking.
What is
heel
he
turn.
now? What is his
Nick
name?
Nemeth.
There we go, Nick Nemeth.
And then his little brother's Ryan Nemeth. That's his actual name.
I would like him to come back to
the WWE. He just
WWE.
turned heel, I think, last night or the night before, and it just looked so goofy because they cut it weird. They were like outside of the ring looking at somebody else, and then like the match was in a steel cage, and then it cuts back. The other guy's on the ground. You hear what happened, but you don't see what happened.
You didn't see the heel turn?
So he's just standing in the ring, just looking pissed, looking out at the hard cam, and then it's just like we don't even know what happened. Everybody in the crowd knows what happened.
Damn.
But we at home don't. We didn't see shit.
There's a clip from back in old TNA days when they had there was a group called Aces and Eights. That was like their thing. Remember that? And that was like when they did Bully Ray's kind of push as like the heavyweight champ and stuff.
When he fucking revealed himself as like the leader.
Well,
of that
because
group.
there for a long time, the programming was you didn't know who was the guy behind.
Yeah,
that was like the thing. That was the mystery behind it. Well, they had like the anti Aces and Eights guys, and they're all in the ring, and then there's I'll show you guys they're all brawling or whatever. Aces and Eights are on the outside of the ring. The lights cut out, music hits. And you just see Tito Ortiz walk out, the UFC fighter. You know what I'm talking about?
Ortiz.
So Tito Ortiz walks out, and everybody in the ring's like, "Oh my god!" Like it cut to what do they call him over there? Not Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
They cut to him, and he's like all scared and shit. And it's Tito Ortiz sitting there with his arms crossed, looking out to out of the ring, and the crowd is just like,
dude stands there for like a good solid 2 minutes.
The way that they're cutting is like it was supposed to be like, "Oh my god, it's Tito Ortiz," and nobody knew who the fuck he was, bro.
That's fucking funny.
He's just sitting there like all pissed off, and then it says the TNA all rights reserved, and like kind of like the end of the show,
dude.
Gold, bro.
I can't
Gold.
remember his fucking name, but he was that other UFC fighter that Brock Lesnar went against a few times. He was that Hispanic dude that cut open his cheek.
Cain Velasquez.
He showed up in fucking WWE around like 2019.
Oh, yeah,
Like, at the
I
end.
do remember
He showed
that.
up at Crown
Okay.
Jewel and had a match against him, and then I think he fucking lost. And then he left WWE.
Just never
after-
came back.
He had like 2
Oh
matches.
no,
and then
he
fucking left.
got fucking no. There was he went and he got an attempted murder charge for his fucking his niece got like there was like molestation accusations from this dude to his niece, and he went and like tried to kill him, and he was in jail. I think that was like right around that time that had happened, bro.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, can you blame him though?
I'm like, no, I meant the storyline. That was the storyline. No, I'm kidding. That would be some Vince McMahon shit. Vince McMahon
he
would do
tried
some
to
crazy
say
shit,
at one
bro.
point, Stephanie was pregnant with his child as a storyline.
That was fun, dude. If they
dude,
bring-
So I
Bro.
mean,
how would that work as like a storyline though?
incest.
Like
Dude,
no,
he-
no,
bro,
no. Obviously,
in
yeah,
WWE.
but it's like,
Dude,
how are you
he-
gonna have any matches?
We're
off
talking
that?
about a guy that televised
Himself getting fucking cow
blown the
shit
fuck
dropped
up.
on.
Or even
That is
getting
true.
blown the fuck up. Like R.I.P. Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how
That was literally, like,
diabolical you have to be?
A week or two right before Benoit died.
That was right, yeah, because they just dropped that story.
Because they dropped it literally
Yeah.
like right after it happened, and Vince had to come out and fucking talk about everything.
Well, that episode's crazy, bro, because that Raw, you got all these wrestlers fucking cutting promos, crying, like real life promos.
If
like,
you look at
saying, love
Regal,
you, Chris, you know.
William Regal is the only one who, like, him and Jericho are the two that seem like the most impacted by it, but William Regal literally lived up the street from them.
Wow, I did not
And
know that.
you could literally see his face in that package when he's talking about Benoit. You could tell he knows something.
Is he very vague? He's like
He's
his
kind
like
of vague, but you can kind of see in his face. You can tell something.
I gotta watch that. That's crazy. I did not know
because
that.
it's during that episode where they're all talking about Benoit, and he's talking about how he lives up the street from him and everything. And it's
Well,
Oh yeah,
You
where
can
they're
see
all
it.
like, "Oh, we're gonna miss him" and all that
Yeah.
shit. Before all the news came out about what he did.
yeah.
well, in the Dark Side of the Ring,
the Dark Side of the Ring episode, the 2 episodes about him are crazy.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
I was actually just talking to my girlfriend about the New Jack episode last night.
Oh, bro, that's where I've
'Cause-
seen the shit with the
yeah.
dude throwing off the deck.
Yeah.
You need to watch that.
I told
shit.
her,
you
I was
need
like-
to watch
You have to
that
show
shit.
me.
I told her, I was like, yeah, New Jack's this new guy from ECW. They're adding to the DLC for 2K25. And he has an episode of on this show called Dark Side of the Ring where they go into the dark parts of wrestling. And he's a really fucked up guy. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to know how they decided to license him into 2K.
Damn.
They always said it's like
So-
there's ECW and shit, and then there's New Jack.
But I told her, I was like,
saying?
I want to watch this episode with you because I want you to understand why the fuck I'm so confused how they got him into this game.
Well, the
because-
timing is kind of weird though too. Like I don't know. I mean, now Triple H is or whatever running the shit with the con guy or whatever. And so like I mean like
Nick Khan.
Nick Khan. Yeah, I get Khan
and
from
Tony.
AEW. I get them mixed up all the time. No, but the Benoit thing is even back when Eddie died, right? Mm-hmm. You just see fucking Eddie or Chris Benoit just sobbing.
fucking nasty.
Like, and you're kind of, and you look back on it and you're kind of like, you know, just like thinking like, that's around the time I think that fucker was coming unglued up here, bro.
Well,
I
and it's
think
just like-
and then
How
Chavo,
far apart were?
Oh, bro.
How far apart were those?
about a year and a half.
dude. Oh yeah, it was very
'Cause Eddie
relatively
died-
close, bro.
Eddie died just before Survivor Series in 05, and then Benoit died in 07 at some point.
He was about to wrestle CM Punk.
Yeah,
at
he was
Vengeance,
about to
bro.
fight him at one of the ECW shows too.
I thought it was way earlier than that.
No,
Yeah, me too, bro. That's crazy.
no. But the gap
I know
in
it's crazy
between
to
it.
think I was alive for both of them too.
Well, there's a video you can watch of the demeanor of Chris Benoit before and after in the ring, and you can kind of like in retrospect with Eddie dying, and then that gap between Eddie dying and him going, like how him and Chavo got close, right?
Yeah.
Dude, that fool got a first hand of like fucking kind of just seeing this fool
What,
deteriorate.
Chavo and Eddie, right?
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Chavo and Benoit.
Well, because they
Because
would
Eddie and
would
Benoit
do
were boys.
yeah, like
Yeah.
And then
boys.
Chavo and Eddie.
It was
were
like- it was
like
Benoit-
cousins or uncles or something.
Yeah,
I think
they-
Eddie
yeah,
was his
yeah.
uncle. Was Chavo's
Yeah.
uncle, and then Chavo and Benoit became super close after
Eddie died.
Gotcha, okay.
Because it was like Benoit, Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn were
yeah.
like or not the Acolytes. They were something. They were like a faction, and they all
remember the
ran
name.
together. For a
Okay,
minute.
okay,
Not
I
the
got you.
Rascals.
Yeah, no, yeah, you are right. Radicals,
The-
Rascals or Radicals. So that
Something
was their
like
group
that,
when
yeah.
they came in. but they were talking about Chavo was talking about how he was like when he sent the text message or whatever, bro, and you just open your phone and it's your homie being like, hey, I love you, man. Or when he's on the phone, love you, dog. And then you look back and you like, dude, this fool was about to fucking off his fucking family, dog. Like, that's crazy,
Well,
dude.
and like a big thing too is that you watch literally any Benoit match too, any of his head bumps could have been the fucking one that did it.
The definitive one,
Yeah,
right?
like you could just go watch any match. Like that one I seen of him going to headbutt Big Show and busting open his fucking staples. That one is a big one I think could have done it because fool smashed his face into the canvas.
Well, Benoit would have been in the generation right before they. Well, yeah, because they ixnayed the fucking headshot chairs around after the Benoit shit.
It was like right after
the CTE
07,
shit.
08,
Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Because there was another guy around.
Because they would just give it to him, bro, like chair shots, bro, and you're fucking cooking somebody's
Nightly
head.
basis and shit, dude.
I
Fuck.
can't remember the wrestler's name, but there was a guy who literally went in to study CTE afterwards because he was a football player before too. And then he went to WWE, wrestled for like a year or two, got a really bad concussion, and then he injured himself.
It's that fool that was wearing the university jacket with Matt Hardy at Survivor Series when Scott Steiner fucking came out, bro. I know who. I know
God, your guys is fucking knowledge.
Oh,
on
I'm
this shit's crazy.
geeking right now.
Yeah,
bro.
no, I
I'm geeking
know.
right now, dude. This is all I wanted, bro.
Keep up with it.
Yeah, I'm fucking fucked, dude.
Just over
It's
here
funny
watching
how I knew
basketball.
I knew what you were going for.
He was in that Benoit episode too, and he talked about it, and he was like, there were so many just things wrong with it, and there were so many times where we could have been like, okay, that was it. That could have
Well,
been it.
nowadays what were they saying? Fucking, you'd run 340 days a year when you're on the road, fucking with Vince McMahon.
Isn't his name like Kenny something?
It's something along those lines. I only know him from that. I only know him from that segment because I like Scott Steiner. He's like, if you hear that, and he comes out and shit, dude, the best, bro. He was just on fucking Chris's podcast too. He fucking cut one on fucking Hulk Hogan. It was like that fool's a piece of shit, bro.
I love it. It fucking kills me because anytime Seth Rollins gets the chance to, he fucking rips a new one for Hulk Hogan.
Well, dude, I love that CM Punk was like, fucking Hulk Hogan's ass comes in here, I'll beat the dust out of him.
I just saw a clip of Undertaker the other day talking shit
this
about Hulk
tombstone?
Hogan. Yeah.
Oh,
he's like,
bro.
you hurt me, brother.
Oh, yeah. Damn it, I swear to God, I just seen that shit.
Yeah.
So, you hurt me, brother. And he's like, I went back and I ran it back, and his head didn't touch. He's like, no, but you were squeezing me, so I couldn't like move my shit. Like, dude, his shit. I just watched the whole Jeff Jarrett fucking Hulk Hogan shit where fucking Vince Russo wanted to put over Jeff Jarrett as the champion, and Hulk Hogan pulled his creative control shit. And he tries to outside, but backstage he's being a fuck, not putting over Jeff Jarrett. But out in the front, he's all fucking blaming Russo for this shit. Drops a pipe bomb, and it's WCW that time frame, bro.
was so fucking toxic, dude.
Dude, that's wild, bro. Everybody's just getting paid. Everybody's just getting a bag, and it's like, dude, you can wrestle when you want. It's like, what? Fuck yeah, dude. I don't blame Bret Hart one bit, dude. Kevin Nash, all those guys.
They have the best world championship though, bro.
Oh, the Big Gold. Big Gold is certified,
Love going
bro.
back and looking at Rey Mysterio's highlights when he was part of the one team, that one part where he was maskless, wearing the horns and shit all the time.
Oh,
I
he was,
just saw a clip of him doing like didn't have a mask on, just wearing fucking hats and everything.
Well, he cut a promo.
dude.
He cut a promo on fucking Eric Bischoff. He cut a promo when he got unmasked. Like, he took that shit kind of personal, bro. Which, understandably so, bro. You come from a background where it's like you don't take your mask off. Bro.
Luchador fucking like their whole thing. I can't remember.
Like the aura around it
Like,
is,
could
you imagine
the mask
being
is your
fucking
guy,
Rey
is your
Mysterio?
character.
Wearing a mask all the goddamn time.
Wearing a mask is like high praise, like high privilege.
Well, like
shit
I've seen
to do
videos of that
down
motherfucker
there.
like walking around.
Well, you have
the
to earn
airport
it.
and
You have
shit,
to
he
earn
got
it down
his
there.
mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
And they're wearing that shit all the time.
Dude,
like,
if I'm Rey Mysterio, dog, you know how many masks I have? I'm clean all
Rey
the time.
Mysterio
man.
mask.
Dude, he's got some of the sickest gear
Hey,
dude. Between
hey, you're-
him, Rob Van Dam, and Edge, bro. Like Edge used to have some fucking dope ass pants, bro. Always
One I
has some
still
clean
love
ones, bro.
I actually have it in figure form. It's his fucking purple camo gear he wore.
Dude,
That gear was
gas,
so
bro.
fucking clean.
Then you got Rey Mysterio coming out. I wish he did it all the time, bro. He kind of quit doing it when he'd shoot out of the stage. He fucking jumps up.
That shit was so booyaka, booyaka.
Yeah, dude, yeah, bro. No, at WrestleMania 22, bro, he got POD playing on this like fake skyscraper. He like comes out and then he disappears and he's all on stage with them. He's like, ah! It's like, dude. Bro, I'm gonna show you that shit.
Nah, him fucking
Very
jumping out
underrated
is
triple
fucking
threat
sick,
match,
dude.
too, with him, Randy, and fucking Kurt Angle, bro. Man, dude, it's crazy. Kurt Angle had more prime years in TNA than the WWE, bro. That is insane. That is insane.
That's like
to
your
think about.
that's like your favorite guy, huh?
Did you know Kurt Angle only has like 1 5-star match out of his entire career?
Is it with Benoit?
I don't know.
Is it Benoit him at Mania?
Jack Swagger
I'm
has
not
more
sure.
5-star
It's been a minute
matches
since
than
I've looked,
Kurt Angle.
What?
He either has
Let me. Well, hold on.
No,
hold
not
on,
my
hold on.
personal opinion. I'm just saying.
Oh, my bad.
I said Jack Swagger has more 5-star matches.
Jack's okay. Who is that insider guy? What's his name, dog?
Dave Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer, bro.
Fuck Dave Meltzer, dog.
That motherfucker, bro. Come on, dude.
Dude is just spitting shit out of his
yeah,
ass
yeah,
to
just
try to get
saying
people
shit,
to watch.
bro. Like just talking shit, bro.
Because
like
they'll
why?
literally be like, "Oh, this person's in talks of leaving. They're unhappy with their."
I'm just making shit up.
Yeah,
to get
Well,
clicks
he-
and-
well,
he was
yeah.
talking shit about Shinsuke the other a week ago, and then Shinsuke just fucking won his match he had last night, and it's like, why is
Well, 'cause
Shinsuke
they-
unhappy?
does he
he
still-
lost the title?
Well, because it's the United States.
Well,
Championship.
I saw.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw a
It's
thing.
the U.S.
that
Championship.
said they
dog.
might
Come on.
not bring Shinsuke back. Like
That would
they might let him
be
walk.
very unfortunate. That would be very unfortunate. I like him. I think he's
Yeah.
dope. I think he's dope.
Because I genuinely think if Shinsuke was to leave, his best bet, don't go to AEW, go to fucking New Japan, dude.
Set
To
up
go to New
Go
Japan.
back to New Japan and go fucking
by 20, dog.
You know,
You know, Gavin.
They're by 12.
You know, I wish you would actually pick what I need to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's 62-50, man. Tennessee looks like they're going to run away with this one. We need Auburn to go.
A little
on a
over
run.
6.5 minutes left.
Auburn
Largest
needs to go
lead
on
of
a
the
run
game,
here.
though.
No, to answer your question about like top wrestlers, bro, my Mount Rushmore, bro, you got to catch me on a
I got
certain
my
day.
top 5, bro.
I mean, let's see what's your top 5.
No, it's
I got
Mount
it.
Rushmore. You have to have a top 4.
Yeah, you,
We'll do a top 5.
I'll do my top 4.
Yeah, top 4, and then we'll get your 5th guy.
Because
The interesting debate is
I've
always
got
the
my
5th
men's,
guy.
my women's,
Yeah.
and then my WrestleMania main events that I've had.
oh shit.
Ooh, dude, we should do a WrestleMania fucking match, fucking top 5.
Because my top 5 male wrestlers all time, number 5, Shawn Michaels.
Understandable.
Shawn Michaels.
Understandable.
Number 4 is Jeff Hardy.
Fuck yeah.
Hell
Number
yeah.
3 is Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Number 2 is CM Punk. And number 1 is John Cena. Because John Cena is my fucking childhood hero.
So this is you're this is where
This is
the,
like
the
of all time
generation
for like the last.
like what is do you base it on like the wrestlers that you've seen, like you've actually watched wrestle? That makes more sense. I can agree with
Like
that
obviously,
shit.
yes, I can
Yeah.
go through
Yeah,
and list
yeah,
off
yeah, I feel
other
you.
guys. It's just these are like my favorites that I've
I
grown
agree.
up watching.
Well,
agree.
there's guys in there that they have an argument. There's guys in there for sure that have the fucking argument to be in any top 5, man. Like I think did we do our top 5 before? I can't remember. if we
I think
did
I
or not.
said my 4.
I would go. I'm just gonna spitball 5, bro. Just like for me is like, I think Chris Jericho's up there. I think Chris Jericho's in that shit.
Jericho is definitely up in my top 10. for
It would
sure,
be
'cause
Jericho.
Jericho's
Yeah,
fucking
see,
so good.
top 10 would probably be a little bit better, more arguable
Yeah.
for sure. Like Jericho, Angle to me are probably right there, but it would be like Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, and then you gotta go John Cena, bro.
Have to, bro.
You really have to. Like John to me, like everybody on Twitter is saying this is the biggest heel turn since Hulk Hogan's heel turn or whatever. And I'm like, I'd like to argue that
It's bigger.
it's bigger because the magnitude of it with social media and all this shit, right?
Could you imagine social media back when Hulk Hogan was the
Oh, it
guy?
would've
If
broke the
social
internet.
media was
Yeah.
back then, yeah, it would have
It
been
would,
fucking
yeah,
broken
that would have,
for
yeah,
sure.
it would have shattered shit, bro. Real shit.
Because
man.
that he was the biggest face. of the
Well,
company at
there
the
was
time,
guys
too,
in the
so.
crowd, fans in the crowd that did like talked about it or whatever they were saying is like that, like they were like pissed off, like
Damn.
not sad. A lot of the John Cena hate was the sad, like the kids being sad and shit.
That shit's so funny to
Dude,
see,
the best reaction, bro, when you watch John turn heel, there's a guy like right above Cody in the shot that's in the crowd, and he's like, "Oh my god, oh my!" Like, you can see that he knows
because he knows John. He sees John Cena's face.
He just sees it about to happen. Like maybe he called it right before.
Yeah.
There was a guy on Twitter, bro. I'll find the fucking tweet. He's like, "Guys, tonight's the night that John Cena turns heel," and it's just a burner account, bro.
That's crazy.
It's the craziest shit, man. That's what I love about wrestling. I was just gonna say, bro. John's like, fuck it. No, I want to see a third member though. Like, I want to see a third guy.
What's your top five?
I feel like I know your top five. Oh, sorry, wait. Interchangeable with Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is like right there in
Shawn
there,
Michaels
bro.
would be Edge.
You're a fucking heel motherfucker, aren't you?
Gotta love the heel, bro.
Edge has grown on me in these last 7-8 years, honestly.
I'd go Cena, Orton, Triple H, and Hardy.
Triple H, dog. Damn.
Jeff Hardy.
Bro. See, wrestling is one of the hardest ones to do.
It's all subjective.
You could be and it's also very like scenario based too.
Yeah.
It's like if we're going like certain eras, you know what I'm saying?
Genuinely, if we went all wrestlers and I had to sit there and like actually pick through who my top 5 would be, I'd be here for probably like a couple hours.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
I like to piece together, like watch some highlights and shit, because I like to, especially if I don't know much about someone. And everybody's like, well,
they're coming back.
Have you not watched these people matches before? And it's like, I've seen their matches, I know about them. I don't watch their matches religiously though.
Well, see, that's the same kind of thing with me when it's like I'm familiar with New Japan. Like I know that those guys are like the AEW is hanging their hat on signing like that Ospreay guy.
They already have. Ospreay.
Like when they did it, but
fucking Ospreay, dude, he is something else. He is so crazy.
Kenny Omega, Omega
is fucking
that Meltzer fool was the one that was like, Kenny Omega is seriously interested in coming to WWE, and I'm like, bro,
he was for a while there,
bro. Like you could do like,
and then Vince didn't want to fucking do it, and then
do you buy that Vince McMahon didn't know AJ Styles when they signed him? Do you buy that?
No.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
There's no way.
Saying that Vince McMahon was like, who? He's like, who?
There's no way he didn't show up like he did for Cody.
100%.
Like, they had to have had a sit down talk and then been like, all right, you're going to come out at the Rumble.
Well, dude, and then you're talking about a guy, obviously TNA never got, there for a little bit, maybe a year, there was kind of maybe neck and neck, but it never got where TNA was like WCW, where they're beating WWE, but like, AJ Styles is like the original TNA guy, bro. Like when I think of TNA, I think of fucking AJ Styles, man. Like and Chris say, dude, the Motor City Machine Guns,
MCMG,
crazy,
WWE
man.
Now is so fucking.
To me, they're one of the best tag teams of all time too. Just because like I just like them, bro. I enjoy them. That's another argument, bro. Is the top tag teams, man. Number one is the Hardys, bro. Number one is the Hardys for me, 100%.
See, but I don't think they have the titles to contend, but it's like
if we going off titles, bro, the Dudley Boys are.
I think, but if you have to go like most dominant, bro, you have to put Undertaker and Kane.
Nah, see,
most dominant, that'd be 2-man power trip, Stone Cold and Triple H.
Yeah, because
those two were fucking whooping.
But they actually carried the tag titles for a duration of time.
Or you can even say fucking.
It was Intercontinental. Triple H had the Intercontinental, and that's when he had Stone Cold had the Big Eagle.
Yeah,
and they were carrying the tag titles.
DX, bro. Dude, I'm thinking of like Rated R Superstar.
Rated R or Rated RKO.
Rated RKO, dude. Fuck, it's they obviously weren't that long, but it's like when you have the two top heels like that at that time, bro, and they're like, oh yeah, you know what,
Arcade Bro.
When
talking
I'm thinking
about Rated
Arcade
RKO,
Bro, dude,
I genuinely wish when Edge was still with the fucking company, same with Matt Riddle, they would have made that a trio at one point. Rated RK Bro, because the RK Bro duo was cool.
What was his name?
Rated
Matt Riddle.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Matt Cardona. That's what. Sorry, Zack Ryder. There we go.
But yeah, Matt Riddle, he was the like stoner hippie dude that had the long hair, wore the slides,
MMA guy.
He was super cool. He actually got booted out of the UFC for smoking weed, and Dana just did not like him because he was an asshole.
Dude, have you seen his backstage interaction with Goldberg?
Yeah,
dude, he had no fear of that fool, bro. He was like looking at this fool.
Dude,
like,
that
bro,
fool is
up,
fucking. That fool's crazy, bro.
I feel like if they got in a scrap, bro,
for realism purposes, Matt Riddle would have wiped the fucking floor.
Oh, bro, he's taking his neck, bro. He's taking his fucking neck.
I have no doubt about it, especially because Matt Riddle, was baked.
You guys
in-
What's his name? Matt Riddle.
Matt
Dude,
Riddle.
so they cross
Oh,
each
how
other.
Goldberg like
He's
has
like,
has a problem with him?
he's like, yeah, what's
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
bro?
yeah.
And he's like, I'm not your bro.
Yeah.
And he's
yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's like, all
okay,
right.
like
What?
You kind of came up to me, bro. So like, what do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and it's oh no. Another one that you could throw in. This is why it comes back to that top
Dudley
five being
boys,
interchangeable,
man.
bro.
What?
Brock Lesnar's in that shit too, bro. Brock Lesnar's that motherfucker, man.
See, but
I
my
love Brock. Man.
my
I love
opinion, bro,
Brock.
is like, how do you not throw the dead man in there, dude?
I said Undertaker in my shit.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Dude, and
I
I have
originally had
something.
Undertaker in mind.
I have a controversial take. I think the American Badass Undertaker is better than the Dead Man, just because it's nostalgic for me.
Which
Rolling,
version? Yeah.
coming out, bro, dude.
See,
fucking
and,
on his
and what's
bike.
crazy though is like the way they set up the Undertaker as the dead man. It was beautiful, dude. Because
Bro.
it's like Mystique,
Yeah,
and he doesn't
yeah.
perform
like when
all
he
the time.
when he first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Cause-
Well, they had people shocked. Like kids were like, "Oh shit!"
It was like the era whenever him and Shawn Michaels had their feuds. Like
25 and 20.
yeah, like it wasn't like he's performing every night, but he
You're
might.
the one that told me about that match, bro. And I went back and watched it.
He
on
might-
one of our
Street
pods.
versus career.
Yeah, bro. You're the one that told me.
he
about
might
that
come
one.
back. He might come and cut a promo, maybe. But he more than anything, he's just gonna come out and fucking look at somebody, be like,
I liked how he incorporated the MMA gloves into the Dead Man persona.
It's so tough,
after
dude.
the transition from being the Dead Man to that.
It's so
I didn't
cool,
like the
dude.
Big Evil era, to be honest with you. Him and Jeff Hardy in that Raw ladder match is
I did
fucking
want to ask
awesome.
you
Awesome.
about which era of Dead Man you preferred. Which was it, or not Dead Man? You know,
Okay, if we're going through,
biker. Because I'm talking like long hair or short hair.
yeah, see, Big Evil short hair. That's what I would say is his Big Evil. I like so.
I like the long hair version where he was coming out in his fucking jean jacket, like the
100%,
jean vest,
dog.
the jeans.
Limp Bizkit's
you know.
ripping in the back, dog. They had a theme, bro, with him and Undertaker during the Alliance era and shit, where it was the Kane theme at first.
that shit's so.
Fireworks pop off.
That's
and
my
it's Limp
that's
Bizkit,
my
bro.
favorite
Crazy.
fucking. That's my favorite theme right there, dude. Is I have it in my phone actually. Oh, the rap, dude.
Oh no, that's
Chemical?
before. That's
Oh, that is
before
before.
that. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
This is
that's my favorite one, bro.
This is like a couple years before that thing, bro.
dude. When we started going to the gym, that
what's
shit,
the song called? You just said it. It's
Chemical.
Finger 11, right?
dude, that
That's the
song came
yeah,
on when I
Slow
was in the
Chemical.
gym one time, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh,
can see
dude,
that.
I was
can
like,
see that.
bro.
Did you know that
fuck.
that song's originally from Punisher with Thomas Jane?
For real?
Oh wow, no,
If you
I did not
deadass,
know
just
that.
go look it up on like Spotify or anything. It'll pop up with the Punisher's fucking.
That's
album
sick,
cover.
dude.
It's sick as shit. When I learned that, I was like, "How the fuck?"
See, I did not know that. I did not know
Speaking
that. Wow.
of the Punisher,
But to rank the Undertaker's kind of eras, bro, for me, bro, I like the only one maybe is what he did, the Ministry of Darkness, bro. When he was that Undertaker with that theme, that's one of my
They
favorites,
fucking
bro.
choked up Big Boss Man in the middle of the ring.
Oh, but they don't show that now. They don't show that now. Yeah, crazy.
Or they
That's
had
been-
fucking Stone Cold
on the
literally.
fucking cross, about to be sacrificed and shit. See, that shit got ruined because of Vince McMahon's ego, because he ended up being the head of the ministry, bro. It's like, what the fuck? Anyway, Undertaker went through a gap where he felt like he was stagnant with the crowd, being the dead
Yep.
man. Then the ministry or whatever, he drops the belt, he goes away. Then I can't remember what corporation part it was. It was I don't know if that's the Helmsley McMahon stable that they did. It was like Triple H and The Rock in an Iron Man match, or best out of 5 falls match or whatever at Armageddon. And there was like throughout up to the build up, they'd throw these kids on the Jumbotron, and they're doing like this ring around the rosy kind of evil thing, and they're hinting at somebody, and nobody really knew who they kind of were referring to. And then the fucking that pops up during the match, and then the Undertaker comes out, bro. That's a crazy pop. He comes out, fucking choke slams everybody, bro. Just
Damn.
choke slams them all. And I would put, for me, that run, you can't take away the run where, I mean, dude, him and Batista had some awesome matches, bro. They had some great matches, bro. They know, like you said, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, those are phenomenal matches. I'm trying to think, bro. Who else did he feud with around that time? Fuck, yeah. That's when they were trying to push the Great Khali and shit.
Fucking-
Good God.
You remember the Punjabi prison match?
Oh, dude, if I was Batista, I would have been pissed. I'm like, dude, what the fuck do you have me in right
Yeah, and
now?
then they tried to do it again with Jinder Mahal and I think fucking Randy Orton. in like 2017. And
Just
then they
ixnayed it?
Yeah.
Just said, no, I'm not doing that.
See, like
And
Have
then
you
one
seen that? Have you
Great
seen
Khali-
the Punjabi prison? Have you seen that shit?
with Batista and Great
It's
Khali.
like layers of these cages.
No, I've
and
seen
shit.
it.
Oh.
It's funny because I've just seen clips of people talking about it, dude.
What's funny is
Why would you do that match with somebody like the Great Khali, dog? That's literally as stiff as he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, come on, dude.
Well,
Get your big ass up there, dude. Climb.
Could you imagine fucking setting that thing up, dude?
That would have been a pain
That
in
would
the ass.
suck, dude.
I would have hated to be in the original
what's
elimination
funny
chamber.
is
Is
in
what I
the,
would have hated, bro. Fuck that.
in 2K25
Oh
in
my
the
God,
backstage
suplex
areas,
me
like
onto
the
the steel.
backstage brawls, you can actually find the if you go to like the archive area or whatever it's called in it.
Can you go
can
to
actually
different
see the
rooms in
Punjabi.
that game for the backstage
Kinda,
brawl?
yeah. There's 3 different options. There's the NXT
They have it on the
parking
game.
lot.
They have it on the game.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There's the NXT parking lot, like backstage parking lot. There's the actual like backstage where like the garage and shit is.
Yep.
And then there's the third one where you're literally in the archives where you can
Okay.
see like the SmackDown fist. You can get onto the fist and fucking jump off.
That's
There's a
badass.
wrestling ring
They
back
need to
there
bring
with no
that
ropes
back.
that you can just get into and start brawling in. They've got all sorts of WrestleMania signs and shit back there. There's literally one that's like
So they detailed the
across that you
fuck
can
out
walk
of
on
it.
like a bridge.
How are you enjoying the game so far? I've been playing the fuck out of it.
I've
so.
been playing the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
I've been
dude.
playing My Rise. I made me and my girlfriend in that shit, and it's so fucking fun.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Like,
Fuck yeah.
I just recently got to the point where I chose the personality for my character because I played as her first, and then now I'm playing as myself, and fucking, it's just so fun. It's
Fuck
so
yeah.
fucking fun, dude.
Well, what do you guys think? I think we fucking covered a lot of bases, huh?
I'm just checking this real quick. If we're
Did we ever hear your top 5?
Oh yeah, bro. We never got your top 5.
Yeah, come on, dude. What the fuck?
And then I want to get my top 5 women's off too because
He's like, it's been on my mind.
I've been thinking about it because it's right here.
I don't have a top 5 women's list. Just saying.
Well, I made mine the other day, so
Mine would be like Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton,
I'm going to say, I think John Cena's the number one guy for me.
Mickey James.
Oh, Mickey.
You got to
James
put
is his name. I forgot.
you got to
I think.
put Triple H. And then you got to put the Dead Man.
Tori.
This one's tough, dude.
Tori
Or
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Tori,
Honestly-
it's Tori Wilson, right?
Boise represent, dude.
And then Kelly.
out.
Honestly, I'm going to put Batista in my top 5.
I was
I
thinking
can't
about
even
it.
fucking blame you for that. Batista is
Wow.
the shit.
His entrance, bro, is fucking unmatched.
Dude,
dog.
his
And
transition.
him with the big gold, bro. Like
Yeah, oh,
that
yeah.
shit was. It was like
Him with
built
the
for
big
him.
gold, the white turtleneck, dude.
Yeah, you could
that's
argue.
fucking-
And then
You could argue he does look
Aura.
the coolest with it for
Aura.
sure.
I know I've said like I've put like Stone Cold, but I never really got to watch Stone Cold. I've only seen clips, and it's watching it live is way different. But I got to put Randy Orton in my top 5.
Oh yeah.
There's
So,
an argument that you could say that he's one of the more consistent wrestlers, not of just our generation, but of all time.
Well, dude, and then like we've talked about this heel turn with John Cena. I really think that could be John Cena. I think
that's
John
coming,
Cena
bro.
and Randy Orton is going to have a timeline where
Face fucking Randy Orton and
That's
heel
what I've
That's
been
not-
saying,
bro.
bro.
insanity. That will feed people.
because it's
That's
like
the feed
even if
people,
even
bro.
if it's not anybody having a belt, bro, it's like the nostalgia of it being completely fucking backwards,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and it's
yeah.
like, dude, what are we watching?
Well,
right
that's
now?
why
Like,
I said,
we're
hey,
rooting
if I told
for.
you a year ago Cena's a heel right now, you'd be like, what?
Well, hang on.
Yeah, like,
Grayson,
come
what
on.
was it? What was that post I showed you yesterday? It was like people from 2008 are in for like a shock or whatever. It's because Cena turned heel and Orton, CM Punk, and one
McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre are all faces.
Or no, McIntyre's not face. It's Kofi, Drew McIntyre, Cena are heel,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
what are
then-
they
was
doing with that? What are they doing with those
Orton
fools?
and somebody
Yeah.
else.
The Kofi and
I always forget
The
his
New Day?
name.
is that their
The New Day.
Are they still going by the New Day? Okay, because they fucking turned heel too.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't they like
They just
turn
kinda-
on
They
Big
should
E?
just change their names to The Bad Day.
That's a good one.
What is your top 5 women's?
Top 5 women. We'll go from number 5 forward. Number 5, we got Trish Stratus. Number 4, we got Lita. Number 3, we got
Oh, Lita.
AJ Lee.
He said China.
Number 2 is Tori Wilson. Got to represent. And then number 1's Kelly because Kelly Kelly's my shit, dog. She
Okay.
was always
Bro.
childhood crush.
Sleeping on Mickey James.
I
Dude,
genuinely,
cra-
when I wrote out
crazy
this
Mickey
list, I
James?
blanked Mickey James. I would have put her over Lita. So those two are kind of alternating.
So Mickey James, she was the one that had the run with John Cena, right? Way back in the
no,
day.
that's Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Like
the
when they were
Bella
dating?
twins. I
It
forgot
was like
about
they
that.
were dating or whatever, but it was like Lita and Edge versus John Cena and Nikki Bella. Okay, that's who I thought it was. Because I remember they had that time frame when Edge and
Hey, I
fucking-
thought it was so funny that Cena came back for this retirement tour and she's back right now too.
Yeah.
And I was like, what a coincidence.
Oh, she's trying to get in the spotlight.
No,
too.
I
she's about to be a heel.
I just saw a thing, I guess backstage, like before it or whatever. Like Cena had come up to like introduce himself to everybody, and they were just like all like cordial and like.
Oh, that's cool. Well,
Yeah,
that's
like,
respectable.
Because I guess
I didn't know what the terms were when they ended or whatever.
I guess
so.
Nikki Bella was saying all the other girls back there were like, ooh, you know,
Oh,
and then
shit.
but then Nikki's like, no, he's married, like be respectful.
John Cena's married.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said. I didn't know that.
Bro,
he
that
was
whole
married.
time
He's
during
like
the
either
TV
engaged
show.
or he's married right now.
Well-
but I know he's definitely got a girlfriend or a girl that he's with.
What
you
was
know?
that show called that they did for a long time?
Total
and
Divas or
Total
whatever?
Divas. He was like, I'm not having kids. I'm not.
That was his
that
first
was
heel
his
run.
thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
dude,
his first heel run right there.
Yeah, that fool. But you can respect his
I mean,
dedication
like-
to the craft and
Yeah.
being like, I can't dedicate anything else but to this, bro.
Can
like,
you be upset though that he was upset about his house being dirty at times?
Oh,
That's
fuck.
literally like why he was upset half the time was because
yeah.
his house was nasty.
these
And he was
fools
just like,
suck.
bitch.
Good God. I can't win. I can't win, dude. I can't fucking
Because you
win.
don't ask me for advice, Seto.
Like player of the year, my ass. Fucking
No,
fool
bro,
can't fucking hit a free.
fucking,
13 of 21 from the free throw line. Dude.
23 or 25, bro.
He just bricked 2 fucking free throws, dude.
That's supposed to be the best player in the draft.
Going back to SmackDown last night though, fucking the Ray Phoenix package. Literally, they showed it off.
Which is
and-
that official? Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
okay. So it's happening. Okay.
But literally last night, as I was watching it, I had my girlfriend because I paused the video because it shows a clip where he's like this in the package. You just see the hands.
Oh,
You could
okay.
see part of his hand tattoo right here. So I had my girlfriend go look up him on Google for me, and I looked at it, looked at the hand tats, and I was like, "Yep, Ray Phoenix is definitely debuting soon." And then there was another promo package later in the night. Black screen, smoke starts rolling in from the bottom, and then you hear just walking on like a hardwood floor, and then a 4 pops up, and then it fades out. I think that's going to be Aleister Black. Aleister Black was my shit when he was in the company. His fucking black mass where he does that spinning head kick. That
Wait, so
shit's
it was
fucking gnarly.
so I don't think I know this guy, and I'm thinking about Aleister. Black.
So he actually
He's
had a
from
feud with,
AEW.
yeah, he was in AEW
Okay.
for a good like 4 years. He left.
Does it touch out of bounds?
I don't remember if it was in 2020 or not. I think it was like late 2020 he got released, and then he showed up in AEW.
Definitely hit that guy hand.
Or it was 2021. He showed up in AEW. He fucking black masked Cody Rhodes after appearing from like the blackness. He kind of had like a whole Undertaker thing going on over there with his whole group too.
He's coming over to WWE to fucking fuck Cody Rhodes up.
I genuinely hope he fucking debuts just like he did in AEW, where he shows up on Cody with fucking title. Because Cody had the TNT title at that time when they were feuding too. So.
Is the TNT title their like
It's-
mid card belt, like their
Yeah.
intercontinental?
They've got
or-
a fucking mid card. They've got so many mid card titles, dude. They've got one world title for the men, one world title for the women's, and then they've got the like not the interglobal, fucking inter something. Then they've got something.
It's all the
else.
intergalactic.
They've got a continental.
intergalactic belt.
They've got the continental belt. They've got an inter something belt. They've got fucking
Intercontinental.
the TNT title. It's not the Intercontinental, actually. But then they've got the TNT title. They've got the Tag Trios titles. They've got the Tag titles.
Oh, that's cool. I kind of like the idea of a tag trio.
I like the Tag Trios too. It's just they've got so many fucking mid-card titles. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
And then they also own fucking Ring of Honor. So they've got all
Damn,
of
Ring of
Honor's-
Honor?
They've got all of Ring of Honor's fucking titles too. So
Bro, Ring
they've
of Honor
got-
is still a thing? No way, bro.
So they actually like we're getting ready to close.
See,
in,
that's like the
2022.
farm, bro. There's some stars from
Yeah.
like Ring of Honor, bro.
Danhausen's one of them. That's
Damn.
How's that
from there,
Auburn's
bro.
ball?
They jump ball possession. When if they call jump ball, they don't do a jump ball. The possession arrow switches. So now it's Tennessee's possession
That's so
on jump
gay,
ball.
dude.
You know what's gay about this shit is they do halves. They don't do quarters.
Yo,
Stupid. Well, fucking if homeboy hit free throws, they could fucking win this game right now. But now they're gonna have somebody brick a fucking three. Oh, that's wet. That's wet. Oh my.
oh my. We're watching this game in real time right now.
Let's go Vols.
You know, usually we turn it off right before something big's gonna happen, but I think we learned our lesson on this.
Seto. I took the Vols at the beginning. I can't change up now.
No, it's all good. I understand. I get it.
Another fucking timeout, dude. Jeez.
Well, the ball just went out of bounds, so
I don't care.
gotta officially review it.
But no, it's just genuinely, it cracks me up too with how many fucking AEW guys have jumped ship too now.
Bro,
Like-
that Auburn guy touched it last. Number 4.
The amount of people who went from WWE
Watch.
to AEW
Boom.
and then back to WWE, it's just killing me because you got
Vol ball, baby.
Aleister Black who's coming back. You got Cody Rhodes who came back. Who else?
Wait, from
From WWE to AEW back. Aleister and Cody are 2 that I know for sure. I know Ethan Page came from AEW. Sean Spears, he's another one that went to AEW
CM
and then
Punk
came
didn't
back.
leave WWE to go to AEW, but he was there.
He didn't leave them to go, but he was there technically. So yes, he did leave WWE, went to AEW, and came back. So that is another one technically. But like
His stint in the UFC.
I got a whole.
Didn't he get fucking mollywopped when
Yeah,
he
I
was in
don't
the
think he
UFC?
ever won a fight.
That's crazy, dude.
Didn't he go like 0-3 in the UFC or something like that?
He went 0-2, but then they changed it to 0-1-1. So one of them was a draw because one dude was fucking high on marijuana. He literally smoked weed or something. And it's back when they were still rolling back their whole fucking
Bro,
thing.
I wish all these fucking places would just get over weed, dude. Like,
Well, we'd have Josh Gordon in the NFL.
Yeah.
He would have
He
been.
has his one lone.
Hey,
Just give Josh Gordon weed.
Laramie
Well, like-
Tunsil, bro.
Laramie Tunsil.
I mean, I know he still made it and all, but
fucking.
Well,
my
no,
girlfriend-
his shit's sad because I feel like an NFL team leaked that shit. I feel like they leaked that to tank his draft stock.
But straight up, my
who
fucking girlfriend
drafted
even.
him first? Wasn't it the Dolphins?
The Dolphins took him, yeah, and the Dolphins traded him for some fucking reason. I still don't understand.
To the
why.
Texans.
I don't understand. I'd never understood.
That's another
that
poverty
trade.
franchise, bro.
The Dolphins, yeah. You know what I was thinking, dude? I was kind of random on the back to football. Is dude, I'd throw some picks at Tyreek Hill, dude. If I was the Raiders, dude, that'd be sick, dude.
They'd want your 6.
Take it. No. They get hell no. I ain't trade. No. Get the second. You get
But yeah.
2 seconds.
Fucking, I seen recently, apparently, because my girlfriend was even telling me about it. Idaho is like the last state to legalize any form of marijuana.
We will be the last state out of anybody.
Well, it's like we're the last one. Like
You're-
we're the only one that has no legalized marijuana in any form. But it's like
I thought CBD was legal
That's
here.
what I was. That's how I'm like.
They
how
sell
does that-
CBD shit at like the smoke shops.
That's
and
what
stuff.
That's why I'm confused. It's like, how does that work then? Because
Somebody told me, I don't know how true this is. What it goes back
But it
to
might
is
be
something
like-
with
like
the-
THC weed is what I think the
Oh,
thing she
okay.
was looking at was talking about.
they do. It's something to do with like hemp would be cheaper to make.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's like that goes back to the reason why marijuana became illegal in the first place.
It's like it's
It's
cheap,
because
yeah.
hemp is like such a good resource that we could replace so many things like paper and like
Yeah,
shit
it
like
was
that.
something
Like
along those
just
lines.
a bunch of different shit we could replace with hemp, and it would be cheaper and faster to produce.
Fucking
Because
hemp
hemp's
clothing?
easier
So
to
nice.
grow than like fucking trees, you know. So, that's like a conspiracy theory. It's not hard to believe though. So,
yeah. That is
anyways,
Well,
you guys
What are you thinking, man? What do you
I'm
think?
good, man.
wrap this up.
This ain't gonna be the last time you're on here, man. We're gonna do some wrestling,
Some more
content
wrestling
for
ones
sure.
for
Bro, I'll
sure.
bring them up every
Hey,
week
hey.
until WrestleMania.
I kicked
I
out
think
at
we
2.
could do some shit,
I'm
man.
kicking out at 2. I'm not done. I gotta finish my story.
Yeah, we haven't hit the finisher, dude. Finish. I have story.
Finish my.
I will say if WWE does fumble this Cena heel turn, they will never recover. They will never recover.
Nah, Triple H
do
ain't
have
gonna let that
predictions.
happen, bro.
I have predictions on what my kind of roadmap looks like.
All
for
right,
this
all right,
upcoming-
lay it out.
Not right now. I've got a lot that I'm wanting to actually wanting to work on.
Oh, he just
like,
got popped in
thought
the face.
process.
Okay, all right.
Like I got a whole like kind of Cena feud guideline I'm wanting to work on because there's people I'm wanting.
Bro, I
to
just
feud
watched
with.
this thing on TikTok the other day. Someone literally predicted the entire like next year for Cena.
Because my biggest thing is I want Cena to get this lick back at Mania, win the title. And then I want at Money in the Bank him to go against Punk, get his lick back against Punk, and win that match because being embarrassed back in 2011 by CM Punk.
Oh, the ball didn't even hit him in the face. Though.
Where he took
did.
the belt, got over the barricade,
Barely poked him in the eye.
and blew Vince McMahon and him a kiss.
Yeah.
I want John Cena to get that fucking lick back on him and do the same shit he did, blowing a kiss to him and leaving through the crowd.
Yeah.
That or that could be another prediction.
I still think that Randy's gonna retire him, bro. I really do.
I hope Randy retires him in December.
Kurt Angle.
Do you think John Moxley ever goes back to WWE?
I doubt John's ever going to go back.
No,
to
dude,
WWE.
he's about to.
Like,
he's almost had like at this point he's almost been in AEW longer than he was with WWE.
Yeah, he was there from 2014 to 2019, or 2013 to 2019. He was there for only like 6 years.
Okay, I did not know.
And
that.
now he's been in AEW since the end of 2019. So
Damn.
just about the same time he's been in WWE, which is crazy.
Seto, say the thing.
Well, Yanni,
Is a bitch.
I'm good, man.
Love you, bro.
Gino, we're all here.
Shout out Red. Shout out Cody. Shout out
got
the
a nickname,
Casanovas.
Bryce.
All right. Price, Gino, Yanni K. I'm Seto Montana. Cue the outro.
Peace.
Heard you always hating, all of a sudden now you chalking me. Sharp thorns on these roses, cautiously approach them properly. I'm back on road to get mine, that was overdue. Ashing on the floor as I'm passing through. Success is in the air like when all them roses bloom. Falling like rose petals on an autumn afternoon. I'm back on road to get mine, that was overdue. Ashing on the floor as I'm passing through. Success is in the air like when all them roses bloom. Falling like rose petals on an autumn afternoon.